content creator. We're going to weaponize the report feature. We're going to weaponize the mute feature. We're going to weaponize the block. Like, I can't stand it. So I was mad at Slim, but then.
Slim, hold on. Slim, I need you to mute, bro, because it's messing up the audio. Everybody in the box got to mute. Everybody, Slim included. I don't know if Slim can hear me, but his joint is not muted. Okay, bet. All right, good.
So, my city, from my town, mind you, Jonathan lives in Cali. I live. Sent me a video and said, "Dang, what you do to him?" Because like I was telling a friend of mine, I know Jonathan is trying to make the excuse of there's a million Taylors in the world, but the problem with that is it's not just my name. You also have my story with my name. So people in my town and people that personally know me will see the message with my whole story in it and know exactly who he's talking about. Story. Hold on, baby. I'm in the live.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
You need kids?
I'm good. Thank you. So when I seen that, like I said, I that's when everything just went ham. That video is not, like I said, not only was he soft doxing me, but he was lying. The way that Jonathan and I first contacted each other was via Facebook Live. I was not even really present on TikTok when he came in contact, but I did know, I saw his Facebook page and I believe it was a video about him being homeless. It was a video about him being stranded. It was just videos about him struggling and him being emotionally open. And I was saying in his live on Facebook, because the live was about how he had a surplus of platonic friendships, female-wise, and he didn't understand why these women in his life would say that he was a good guy and he wasn't unattractive. But when they would, or when he would present to them being more than friends, they weren't interested. So I was in that particular live, and I said, well, I think the way that you carry yourself is very admirable. It's very attractive. And I think, aside of your persona, physically, you're attractive too. And I wouldn't mind getting to know you. His comments are soft, and they kind of hyped it up. So I guess that brought it to his attention, because that wasn't the first time I had said he was attractive in his live. But that was the first time that he saw it. So when he kind of responded to my comments, because other people were making a big deal out of it, much of it, until he inboxed me the next day. And I ain't gonna lie, I thought it was fake, because Facebook's, the way they verify is weird, because they be having hella fake pages that's verified. So at first I thought it was fake, but then, I was like, no way. I said something flirty and funny to me. And he was like, yeah, it's me. Thank you. I appreciate you. And I said, cool, I wouldn't mind like getting to know you or meeting you one day, something along those lines, right? So he asked me what was my number. From then we started to FaceTime. Like I said in my videos, Jonathan told me, I think almost every time we FaceTimed, which by the way was the majority of the way that we talked, which is why in those instances in his thread, like when he was saying I was sending him nudes out of the blue, no, I was sending him nudes while we were talking. A lot of those messages and a lot of things that were happening, like our iMessage games, were happening while we were FaceTiming. Because again, that is how we communicated majority of the time. We established early on that him and I don't really like texting when it comes to a form of communication when you're getting to know somebody romantically, because it just leaves way too much to be guessed as far as tone, context, all that. So we were
I'm not gonna cap. I'm gonna be back in about 12 minutes. I'm about to go to the gym. This seems like it's gonna take forever.
Oh shit.
Okay.
The shade.
Anyway, it's not a short story. You've been posting video after video, but anyway, so like I said, he made it clear like he wasn't interested in any platonic friends, right? So I didn't really have an issue with that. I felt like he was just kind of outlining his boundaries, which I had no problem with, because again, it was never just platonic. So him just trying to make that clear that that's not what he was seeking was perfectly fine with me. So I can't remember every little thing, but I do. I remember the day when I was lifting, September 7th, and I was having a panic attack. I do take medication, so I wasn't lying. Let me thing Visceral, for those who don't know, it's anxiety medication. Wasn't making it up. I have panic attacks and anxiety attacks, and they are sometimes very severe. So that day, I was having a very bad series of panic attacks over and over to the point where I could not really pick up passengers because I was having panic attacks. Um, so I let him know that, and he asked me, did I need to vent? Now, I want to address people saying, well, why would I tell him all my business? Like I said, one of the biggest reasons why I felt that he was attractive outside of aesthetically and physically was because of the way that he was open emotionally on the internet. So in my head, I'm thinking a person who does all of this, crying as a black man at that, to a person who is this emotionally open on the internet would certainly understand this trauma. And he's on the other side of the country. We've known each other for 17 days. We don't run in the same circles at all. So what could come of me telling him my trauma? What could come of me venting? Right? Wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Very wrong. So neither here nor there. He asked me to vent. Trauma dumped. Literally, this happened, this happened, this happened, this happened, and it's got me messed up in the head. So he responds, as we all see, with sending me $2,000. I responded, and again, I will say I should have never said the words, I'm going to send this back, because I wasn't. I wasn't going to send him a dime back. I wasn't. So I shouldn't have said it, and I will take that on the chin. Certainly will. Um, but it kind of took me off guard because, like I said in my video, I had two different things going in my head. I this is a guy who's just trying to show me, like, and he kind of alluded to this when we were FaceTime, but trying to show me, like, if he's gonna my life.
Wait. So you did take his money, right?
Oh, for sure. I took every dollar he sent me.
And do you feel that do you feel in a sense like you were using him, or you feel like
No,
no?
no,
Okay.
because let's start with the 2000. He sent 2000. I didn't ask him for a dime. And not only did I not ask him for a dime, I had not known that man for a full 30 days. Not only had I not known him for a full 30 days and not asked him for a dime, Jonathan's persona on the internet is that he's broke. One of the videos that I admired was him being hungry and stranded. He doesn't paint himself to be a dollars to send to a stranger. So I was taken aback. And I won't deny that it made me more attracted to him. I won't deny that. It absolutely did. But it wasn't necessarily the money. It was how it was so, boom, here you go. That's really more so what it was. And what made it kind of more special to me was that it wasn't what I'm used to, which is a transactional thing where the guy knows you're paying me for my time and attention off top. This was us actually getting to know each other without business ties on a romantic, like we're actually interested in each other level. So for him to do that without meeting me, like I said, knowing me 17 days, I ain't gonna lie, yeah, it drew me further in. Sure did. So and again, I'll address the time. I think I asked Jonathan for help twice. And both times that I out of my mouth asked him for help, he couldn't do it. The times when Jonathan sent me money was unprovoked. He asked me what was going on. He asked me to vent. I vented. He sent me $2,000. One day he asked me what was happening that day or what were my happenings that day. That day I came outside and my tires were flat. So I sent him my tires being flat because that's what was going on. He sent me money. I didn't ask him to pay for my tires. Jonathan did that on his own. Jonathan sent me $2,000 on his own. And like I was saying in the video, on the comments on my own videos, I'm a single mom. I was struggling at the time. Again, I couldn't even lift because I was panicking. If you're telling me that you're going to send back free money when you have bills to pay, rent, lights, gas, then you are a better person than me. And I will get.
Wait. So you said you didn't ask for it, right?
No, you can see that in the messages. I didn't ask that man for a dime of that $2,000.
Okay. No, I want to make sure because someone's saying like they heard you say you did ask for it. Now you say like I just want to make sure we're clear on that. All right, so you didn't ask for it. Okay, go ahead.
Words because what I did, I met Jonathan, I realized why he sent me the 2,000. People are twisting me saying that and taking that as me saying he paid me for something, and that's not what I'm saying.
Did you ask him for money afterwards?
Yes, I did. I just
Okay.
said I have asked Jonathan out of my mouth for money, but when I have asked, like when I asked him, right, for help, he couldn't do it. And I'm not saying that to say like I was upset by that because I wasn't. We were still in communication. But what I'm saying is the times he did send me money, they were unprovoked. I was simply talking to him and he sent me an Apple Pay. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's why I'm
All right.
saying using him, a user, which again, I'm good at. I'm a sex worker. It is quite literally my job. A
I
user,
mean, hey, get your money. Ain't nobody gonna judge you for being a sex worker. Get your bread.
I'm
You know what I'm saying?
not ashamed of it. What I'm saying is a user, a person, and especially a skilled sex worker, better part of a decade of my life, I've been a full service escort, dancer, cam girl. I know how to extract money from men. I know how to outright. I'm not scared to ask no man for no money. I'm not. But again, when I out my mouth asked Jonathan for help, he was telling me how he couldn't do it. He had sent all he could. So I left it alone. The times when Jonathan sent me money, like that 2K, like the couple hundred he sent me for my tires, all I did was let him know what was going on and then he sent me money. That's why I'm saying no, I wasn't using him. I'm also not refuting that his willingness to help me makes more attractive. But where my issue is he's trying to paint the narrative of that is and that I was already attracted to him. We were already in that mode. It was not strictly platonic. And that's where I have, at least from the comments I've seen, a lot of people are finding issue is that he wanted a friend. And after he sent me money, I tried to flip the script. And that's not the case in any way, shape,
I
form.
wanna say this because I do agree with the comments. It's going on a little longer than it's supposed to because I want everyone to have a chance to speak, especially Jonathan, most importantly, and Slim, because Slim had nothing to do with this, and his name got dropped in a negative way. So that's why he's here. So, and I Speak's name was mentioned as well. That I just want to make sure that's why everybody's in the box. Voodoo Bay is here in support of me because that's my big sis. So I want to hear Slim's thoughts on the comments you left about him because I feel like he deserves to defend himself because he was chilling. He had nothing to do with this conversation. This conversation was really supposed to be about Jonathan. But I want Slim to speak and speak up for himself.
That's fine.
Go ahead, Slim. Nigga. Oh my god.
Cause we on the Maury show today, goddamn. I figured I'd come in character, goddamn, since everybody else acting, let me act. You know what I'm saying?
This is about to get
First off,
messy.
you know what I'm saying? I never said nothing about this lady. I don't speak on situations that I have nothing to do with. I knew nothing about. I knew about the story, and for context, I'll tell you what happened with the text message that came through. It said, "Slim, the girl that Jonathan's been talking about, Trina Dahlia, is her." Now, Jonathan is my brother. The same way Pat is my brother. The same way, even though we not getting along, I Speak is my brother. Once I take a liking to somebody and I lock in with them, I don't understand none of this shit. Like, you're not going to disparage them or do them wrong, and I'm going to feel like that's okay for that shit to happen and go on. So that day, when she was in the box, I didn't address her. I just was like, more like, damn. So this who got my man's in a funk over here? I dropped out the box. I asked her to move down. I dropped out the box and then I blocked her. Because for her to say that Jonathan is following her around to me seemed pretty asinine because most of the time Jonathan's either over here on my live or on other lives. I don't ever see Jonathan's name in any live that's crazy. So she said that we talked about her like a dog. Never did. Never did. We didn't even mention her name. Never mentioned her name. Never mentioned her name. Everybody else in the comments was oblivious. We were talking, but nobody else knew exactly what was going on or who we were talking about. And I did this for a reason, because she wasn't up there to defend herself. And when I said creating a safe space, I said, oftentimes I get attacked. And when I get attacked, if I respond, no matter what, when it comes to disrespect, I don't feel like this is a safe space for me. And that's just what I said. It wasn't a shot at I Speak or Pat. And on a serious note, oh shit. On a serious note, to all of the women that was offended that day by my comments, I apologize. I even apologized to the lady that I said that too on another live. It wasn't done in private. It was on another live. I apologized to her. She apologized to me. That business has been taken care of. But I still don't stand for disrespect, and I'm not gonna cater to a person's disrespect or the manner in which you feel like I could disrespect you once you've been disrespecting me complete. I have a lot of patience. But I'm not gonna keep on playing with you when you want to disrespect me. Feel me? So that's just that. And it might have been rude and insensitive. When I'm hot, I ain't gonna lie to you, ain't no calming me down. So to Pat, I went off on Pat that day. Again, I publicly apologize to you. You know, I still be shooting you text messages and talking about your ass anyway.
I know.
But you my brother, bro. I love you. And that wasn't to disrespect you. When I get heated and I start seeing red, I don't understand nothing. And I ain't trying to understand shit because I didn't already been as patient as I possibly can. But for this lady, I gave her absolute respect while she was in my box. I made sure that I didn't speak on her. We didn't even speak or mention her name. But yet and still, she's been dragging me, calling me a bitch on the internet, making videos. I know you took them down, but I got the videos in my phone. I got one of them in my phone. You know what I'm saying? You've been attacking everybody that was in my panel that didn't have nothing to do with this. And I'm talking about she dragged VC Barbie, she dragged Spank Queen, she dragged She's a Bullock, she dragged everybody, which I didn't even care to listen to what you had to say that day, because for one, this is where my brother come all the time. And I don't want my brother feeling uncomfortable in my space. Just like since we had our little falling out and I ain't been on y'all, the basement brigade been coming to me on a regular basis talking about some, yeah, Slim, well, how do you feel about I Speak not letting you up on this platform, and how you feel about that? Didn't we tell you that was gonna happen? And I blocked all of them. I told them, fuck all of them. You not gonna come over and do that. And I don't switch sides. I'm not some weird ass nigga that don't stand on principle. Principle is principle. Feel me? I understand what y'all had to do. You had to separate yourself from me. Cool. That don't mean I'm finna go over here and jump team just because I'm like, oh yeah, they did me some kind of way. Man, I would never do no weak ass shit like that in my life. Just like how she did this shit, you know what I'm saying? What she talking about? She said we talked about her and called her everything but a child of God. If y'all don't believe me, I have the receipts. All the videos are taken off of her page, but I have the video on my phone. And that's a fault. That's a lie.
I just want to say I didn't take anything down. A lot of my videos.
I thought we was talking like in order. Who was next after Slim? Because
you.
Okay,
Johnny,
so that's
you.
her taking my time is not valuable at all. I don't like that.
My video.
I'm excuse me, ma'am. I'll be through in just a minute. So if you need proof, and that's what further made me make sure I started blocking her. But then the crazy part was because she kept attacking everybody that came into contact with me, like stitching their videos and making response videos to them. Yesterday on my live, this is actually a character that I'm finna start playing. Know what I'm saying? That's why I brought him up here, because it's for the drama. Know what I'm saying? Yeah. I wanted to start hosting the show, and I told Jonathan, I was like, hey, look, bro, why don't we just go on here, let us speak her piece? Know what I'm saying? I talked to Jonathan about it. I said, let us speak her piece real quick. That way we can go ahead and get this shit out in the open and figure out who's lying and who's telling the truth. For the most part, we see Jonathan's receipts, and your behavior contrary to what happened on my live shows me that you are pretty much a habitual liar. You know what I'm saying? And you will lie just to make sure that you spread a narrative. And you saying that we clout chasing, baby. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was doing good before Jonathan was my friend, before I became friend with Pat, before I became friend with I Speak, before I became friend with Voodoo Bay. I only been on this out technically going on 6 months as a content creator, and I don't need to do no clout chasing to get anywhere on here. So it looked like to me you doing a whole lot of deflecting and projecting, and please just don't bring my name into it. That's all I ask. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got a problem with John because you wanted to be over there and do him some kind of way, feel me? And we seen the receipts. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, it'd be different if I didn't see text messages and they were read out. And then I see my brother flipping out. And you wanna know the crazy part? You sitting up here talking about the money. You know what he really mad about? that you stole it.
No. Hey, Slim, chill. Look, chill.
I'm just saying. Like, come on, man. You want to sit here and make this shit into you want to make a mockery out of the whole situation. Look, talking about I didn't create a safe space for everybody. I create a safe space for everybody. I even asked Pat to come to my platform. I would have asked I speak the other night, but we not mutuals. You know what I'm saying? So that was that. I don't give a fuck about this internet shit as much as other people do. I understand the principles that people stand on, and I respect them for their principles. So all of this shit that you doing right now, mama, I ain't gonna lie to you. How do we know that you telling the truth? How we supposed to believe you when you just sit up here in boldface, like you done made a boldface line on all of your platforms, and not only that, you done created fake pages to go under John's videos and stitch these comments just to get some attention.
Damn, tell me where I lied. What I lie about?
You lied and said that we talked about you like a dog.
No, that's not a lie.
And that never happened.
That's not a lie. That's not a lie. Okay, then I'll say this, Slim. Things that I didn't want to hear about myself. That I'll say
we
that.
never said nothing about you. All we said was, damn, so this who you been talking about. Yeah. And we changed the subject. And went on about our day.
Either you were talking about me or you weren't.
You said we talked about you like a dog.
And
when we said that that's who Jonathan's been talking about, that was for context.
That I didn't like.
And we didn't even mention your name. And we went on about our day.
Hold on, Trina. You gotta the same respect that they gave you for muting. You gotta mute yourself too, beloved. Yeah, he got to be able to finish. I want Slim to finish his point, and John. This is who it's about. I want John to respond to everything you said, and then I want Voodoo Bay and I Speak to chime in their opinions. So Slim, finish your point, bro.
So all of this that you up here doing, trying to drag my name, baby, please go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Feel free, but don't quit clout chasing to do it. You know what I'm saying? Make some good, go ahead, get off of here. Think about what you want to say. Find some videos, stitch them, make good content, and do it that way. Instead of trying to jump on anybody's platform looking for sympathy and expecting somebody to feel sorry for you, because we seen everything that we seen it in his phone, and your behavior and actions after the fact have showed that I don't believe that my man's lying.
All right, mute Slim. Go ahead, John.
Give me 1 minute and 30 seconds.
Go ahead, Voodoo Bay. Let me hear your thoughts.
I don't have any thoughts. I'm just here listening.
I'm dead. What about you, Aunt? Anthony. All right. Aunt,
all right.
Are you there?
Can you hear me?
All right, never mind.
Hello?
Go ahead, John.
All right. So, a lot of people, for some reason, people keep, or anybody, if you're making a speculation that I am mad at her about money, I am not. Everything that I sent her was as a friend. She wanted to be my friend. So I said, if you need help, send it to her. The moment I sent her the $2,000, the only thing that was left inside of my bank account was about $400. And I was using it all for food. She asked me for money again, and I sent her my bank account, and it had $300 in it. You may ask me, why, John? Why would you give somebody all the money that you had? Listen to the shit she told me. So I'm sitting there, and I'm like, you legit went through this, and is having panic attacks inside of your car with passengers. If money is what's going to help you in that situation, let me give it to you. And through that, we FaceTime 8 times. I have the receipts. Ask her to show you one receipt. We FaceTime 8 times, and on every single time, she would try to throw herself at me. And I was like, hey, it is what it is. You like chill, because I was insecure, because I was let down, because I was hurt, and I was in a situation where I felt like I wasn't valuable. Why? Because I wasn't. I was living in an apartment that was dirty as shit, all fucked up, messed up, and I was depressed. I was crying almost every single day. It was to the point where she was even like, hey, I saw that video you made. It was very sad. And I was like, I'm just trying to build. I'm just trying to grow. I'm just trying to do the next thing. So it got to the point all the way where she was actively laying in bed with me. She was with me in bed. And this is where the scam came in. I lost a 3.5 work for weed. And I asked my friend to help me look, and she said no. And at that moment, I realized she was not my friend, that she did not care about me. Because anytime I see somebody in danger, anytime I see somebody that needs help, I immediately help them. And she even said while she was talking, the moment she let me know something was wrong, I was like, here you go. The moment she let me know her tires was fucked up, I was like, here you go. But I'm sitting here with my weed gone, with my weed just missing, and you ain't gonna lift a finger to help me, bro? And then she gonna say on live stream she smoked the shit. How you smoke the shit while I'm sleeping? How you smoke it while I'm sleeping? Tell me! Tell me! Tell me! Tell me! Just be like, oh, I smoked it. Bro, I'm sitting here the whole next day. She's gone and shit. She is gone and shit. She is gone. She is gone. The whole next day, I'm mad about my fucking 3.5. I'm mad about my weed. I'm mad about my shit. And she is sending me text after text after text, talking about how small my D was, talking about how I wasn't shit, talking about how I wasn't anything, talking about how all these negative things. And I'm sitting here like, you still got my weed. So anything, it didn't matter about the money. It mattered about the fact that my friend wasn't really my friend, and I was helping somebody that didn't give a fuck about me. All they wanted was the money. And I legit said inside of the text, you got the money you wanted, leave me alone. And off of that, she couldn't. She started messaging people on Facebook. She started sending them different shit. She started calling me a trick. She started making videos and trying to like blow up my Facebook page. And off of that, I was like, I'm done with you. So it wasn't until last Sunday when she reached out and she was like, hey, I'm trying to apologize. And I was like, you have no reason to apologize before. You can leave me the fuck alone. You can leave me alone. And through the whole apology, she was talking about, I've never been in a situation with a guy that was genuine with no agenda. And I'm sitting there reading this and I'm like, you ain't gonna apologize for smoking my fucking weed? Fuck the money. I don't care. I don't care. Give me my 3.5 back. Please. Please give me my
Trina,
3.5 back.
do you got his 3.5? You got his 3.5 or not? Run him his 3.5, please.
Listen, I got a whole half ounce if you need it. Like I told him, he purchased two pre-rolls and a 3.5. We smoked a pre-roll together.
Hold on, because I'm almost done. I'm almost done. Let me finish. So it gets all the way to the point where I'm realizing I go to her social media page and she's grabbing posts from my page and putting it over there. And I'm like, yo, what is going on? And it gets all the way to this. There's no service. 1 second. But it gets all the way to this, and I'm sitting here like, she's messaging my friends, she's jumping into my videos, messaging my friends, and then this.
Yo, this is crazy, and thank you, Amber, for tagging me. Even though this bitch still stalks me, I've blocked her and moved on with my life. But to see someone going through the exact same thing, same MO, using your daughter as bait, saying that you have no food, you're not eating because all the food you have, you give to her. This girl set a hotel on fire with people inside of it, stole the hotel TV and keyed my car for nothing. I brought my involvement with Trina Dahlia to TikTok so that everyone could be aware of who she was, but apparently not to reach enough people, because this should not be happening. And then the way that she drags that baby all over and puts her in harm's way is just unimaginable. I blocked her and went on with my life, but I see that it's time for me to get her ass together. I'll go watch this man's story and see what she's been up to all the while stalking me.
She was saying she was leaving. And I'm saying I'm not the only person that she's stalking. The only reason I made the videos is because I'm like, dang, this lady is legit wilding. Like, legit wilding. Like, I don't understand what's going on. And I go to her page, and the very first thing she's saying is, I don't have no money to eat. I don't have no money at all. I got to go out and steal something. And I'm sitting there like, you going to go steal something? And then I look at her video and she's saying, dang, she stole the TV and stole the shit. So she really out here just stealing shit and setting it on fire. Wait, she's using individuals.
Trina, did you really steal the 3.5? Keep it a bean.
No, John was saying that there was more than 135 because like I told John in his apartment, when you were asleep, I was smoking. He was trying to make it seem like there was more than 135 and the other one was gone because he had purchased weed for me.
There was two.
He had purchased weed for me, which is why, again, I didn't feel no type of way about
Oh
him.
wait, wait. If you're gonna roll up now, you gotta turn the camera off because they're gonna ban the whole live. Yeah.
He had oh shit. He had purchased weed.
But
So that's why I also didn't feel no type of way about him smoking or me smoking it while he was asleep. The reason why I didn't help him look for it was because, again, my flight was already changed that night. John's weed went missing the morning that I was going, quote unquote, meant missing, the morning that I was leaving. So as he's asking me to help him look for it, my Lyft is literally pinging him that it's 5 minutes away. No, because not only am I irritated as fuck by you, the way that he handled the 2K that he sent me months prior and tried to use that 2K as a free ticket to some Punani months later, and the way he tried to make it seem like I said I was going to escort out of his house, which was never what I said, I was already irritated with John. So that, on top of me ready to be home because I'm stressed out by you and your crap and your room being a disaster, I'm not helping you find a thing. I told you what happened with the weed that was mine. Whatever you saying you bought for yourself, baby, that's on you. No, I didn't help him look for a thing. And like I said about his messages, everything he said in his messages, I also said. That's why it's not receipts. The only thing I didn't say was that I went off on him, which I honestly forgot. But again, I ain't gonna refute it because I'm a hell on wheels when I'm mad. I've said this several times.
Can I say something?
Sure.
Hey, okay, so if you knew you smoked it while you was asleep, why you just tell him, nah, I ain't finna look for it because I smoked it while you was asleep?
Because I smoked it. She did not tell me that. She did not tell me that. I'm sitting there looking for the shit still. She could have been like, oh, I smoked it. I would have been mad about her smoking it. But I'm mad to this day.
Trina, can I ask you a question real quick? Did you tell Aunt Karen on the live last night that you did in fact smoke it?
Yes, I told John that. The weed that was for me, I smoked. He was making up a whole extra 3.5 that I had not seen, knew nothing about. And the time that he asked me about it, which was the morning of me leaving, no, I was not about to stop what I was doing and help him look for it.
Wait, but you just said so you did smoke his 3.5.
No, I smoked the 3.5 he bought for me. He's saying that there were 2 3.5s. I'm saying no, there wasn't. There was the one you bought me, and I smoked it.
So can I bring another point into question, right?
Good.
Instead of telling John that you're not gonna look for it, why didn't you just say what are those in the receipts, John? I know I done seen the text message thread. Is in the receipt said, nah, I smoked 3.5 for me. You didn't buy 2 3.5s?
Nope.
Interesting.
Because again, I told him this in his face.
He confronted you about the 3. He told you to look for it, and then he said you started this week. But didn't you get detained for having some weed on you when you left?
No.
Did I get detained for having weed on me when I left? No. That's headed to LAX. I don't know about y'all, but I mean, I ain't Frank Lucas. I don't know too many people getting through TSA with a 3.5.
I ain't gonna lie, I made it back to Texas with edibles and all that. I don't know what you're talking about, and gas.
Yeah, you can fly. You can fly on LAX with weed.
Play with TSA, and they had the dog. And I don't have nobody there to stop at their place and smoke with. Like, his whole scenario made no sense. And again, like I said, Jonathan bought for me 2 pre-rolls and which is why I had no problem smoking it, even though he was asleep. So the next morning, the whole new 3.5 that I had not seen be purchased, quote unquote, came missing. And I was already irritated, stressed out, and ready to go to hell home. On top of, again, telling him, I don't know what to tell you because I smoked what I had, and your room is atrocious. That was it for me.
See what I'm saying? So, thank you.
You okay? All right.
Can you please stop the insults and the roasting? Because I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, look, I got canceled over here before, and I'm only up here today for this shit. And I'm pretty sure I'll probably get canceled again. I'll be back on the not welcome list. But I ain't gonna lie to you. That's my brother, and everything that you've done over the last couple of days, I've yet to respond to you for the shit that you called me. You called me Slim Hoe Sauce, Slim Bitch Sauce, all of this, and I ain't referred to you as nothing other than Trina or. Really on the cool, I've given you no name.
Me and you have a lot in common. When I feel disrespected, it's no holds barred.
You got disrespected because I asked you to step down and I blocked you from my live. How? I have the right to reserve who can enter my lives and who can't.
You sure do. But like I said before, when you're in the live saying how you felt some type of way because you weren't allowed to speak your piece and you were creating a safe space for all, regardless and who it was about, then you blocked me and y'all could proceed to live to say, I'll yet again change my verbiage and say things about me that I didn't like without me being able to speak up for myself. That pissed me off. I felt
So what did we say? What did we say specifically that you didn't like? Please tell us.
narcissist comment and trying to make it seem like I follow him around. I can't really tell you.
You're lying because I don't condone anyone calling anyone a narcissist because you must be a clinical physician to be able to diagnose someone with narcissist disorder because that is a disease. Everybody is not a narcissist, though we all possess narcissistic traits. So that is a falsity. So next live.
And the girl with the longer weave, they called me a narcissist. They pointed out how I wasn't letting them talk over me when they were trying to interject. And they said that I was doing that on purpose to control the conversation.
You didn't even have that much time to talk, Mama.
Sweetheart, I'm not with you about what I heard. You felt disrespected and I told you, period.
You felt disrespected by delusions that you made up in your head.
If that's how you want to say it, fine. Like I said, I told you why I felt disrespected because I heard I not only didn't like, but I couldn't defend myself behind. And like,
what did you have to defend other than we found out that you were the woman that John has been talking about, and I didn't want you in my live no more because normally this dude's a cool dude, and when I seen him losing his shit because he lost the phone, found the phone, and then once he found the phone, he started going through his text messages and he was looking at this shit. And now he falling apart. I'm looking at it like, hey, where are you going? When I seen the text message, I was like, nah, I ain't gonna lie to you. I really didn't have nothing to say about you because it's not my situation, but I don't fuck with you because my brother don't fuck with you.
And that's fine. I don't care about that. I said what my problem.
So I'm normally in two places. I'm on Pat's live, I'm on Slim's live, or I'm inside of a random debate live of like some of the people that I follow. But for the most part, I'm just chilling out with these two individuals. So when I saw her pop up in there after already going to my page, trying to get people to talk about a tape. What was it? Trying to get people to buy a tape that me and her made together. And I'm sitting there like, you want somebody to buy it for a lot because you're struggling like that? Then promote the shit. That's what you got to do. But other than doing that, she's using my name and my image to try to make herself money, to try to make her videos. Yeah, back in the day. But so I'm sitting. And we were supposed to be making money so that she can be good.
Wait. She made a tape with you, but then she called you dirty and said you had a small dick. I'm confused.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So
I say it was
go
dirty.
ahead.
If I did, I probably was rattling off stuff like most people do.
Actually, let's talk about why.
Yo, you literally just said that man.
You just said it, love. You just said it on the slide.
Come on, don't do that.
Absolutely, yeah. I didn't say he was dirty.
It was fucked up. I was depressed. Depressed and fucked up. My hair was all over the place. Okay, literally.
Definitions of calling people dirty. When I call a person dirty, I'm saying
no. I was dirty.
All right. Okay.
All right. Hold on. Let Ant speak because he's been quiet the whole time.
It's time for me to speak because I've been sitting here listening to this, and I'm gonna tell y'all what my take on this is. Can all y'all mute your mics, please? Because this has gotten to be a bit much. What it sounds like to me is that, again, I don't know anything about these two individuals beyond me following John's platform and hearing his story and things like that, right? What it sounds like, based on what she's saying, is that she ain't used to a guy like John, who is genuine. If he sees someone in need, he has no problem helping them. You tried to get him before you got, not realizing he wasn't trying to get you in the first place. You smoked the man weed, wouldn't even help him find it afterwards because you knew you smoked it, and you messed over a dude like that before in your life.
I never
So
said that.
in that,
Closely.
so
What I
in that, the problem. No, I didn't overtalk anybody. I sat here quiet the whole
Everybody
time.
mute. Everybody mute. Trina, mute, please. Everybody mute. Yeah, no, not you, Ant. You speak. Everybody else mute. I speak. You got to speak.
I'm gonna say something real quick. She said out of her own mouth, because I don't like being used. Every time she asked me for money, I didn't give it to her. But every time she let me know she was in need, I immediately gave it to her. While she was laying in bed with me, right next to me, she was telling me she wanted to go escort. And I'm saying, you're trying to build the friendship into a relationship, but you want to escort from my house? How much money you need to do that? And what I did was I sent her the money because I was like, here you go, you fucking slut. Like, I was tired. I was mad. And I was like, here you go. And then after that, after I sent her the money, she changed her flight to an earlier date. And not only did she change her flight, and we're talking about dirty, before we even had sex, I told her to get into the shower, and she was mad about that shit. I was like, hey, you a little bit funky. Get into the shower.
Whoa, wait. This is getting messy. I mean, that is what I'm known for. But hold on. Wait, hold on. Why are you smiling like that after he said that?
Because it's true. Because it's true. It's completely true. Because it's completely true. She was talking about how dirty my room was. I was talking about how dirty that cat was. I was like, this shit stink. Get into the shower. And she got mad at me. And then the next day, she told me to get into the shower the same way. And I was like, bitch, you don't smell how I smell. You don't stink how I stink. You stink worse. You stink bad.
You paid to sleep with me. So you paid to sleep with a funky coochie?
I didn't pay to sleep with you. I made an OnlyFans video with you because you were my friend and I wanted to help you out. And then when you told me you wanted to escort, I said, take this money. I said, take this money, because if money was all you wanted, get the fuck out my house.
Oh, what you said was so you...
All right, so I'm back.
Okay.
So, like I said, this is...
Hold on. Let Ant speak.
This is what this boils down to. You tried to get him, not realizing that he wasn't trying to get you, and you wasn't used to a guy like him. And I seen somebody in the comments say men do better. No, if you a genuine dude and you say, okay, I see that this person is genuinely trying to build something with me, I can acknowledge that for having, especially if we just take it the social media route, because she mentioned him being verified on Facebook and everything like that. When you have a large creator, what ends up happening is, especially when you're trying to build something with somebody, and I've seen this happen multiple times on this app, for people that have large platforms, they're apprehensive towards building with people because they're not sure what their intentions are gonna be. John is not a bad person for sending her bread and her being in need. You trying to flip it to be like, oh, you dropped me 2 racks for some ass. No, he's telling you, you were in need. You've acknowledged on multiple occasions that you asked him for money. So in that, if you were in need and he was genuinely trying to build something with you, in his mind, he thinking, oh, damn, well, let me show her really and truly, you know what I'm saying, how much I'm down to help her out and see her succeed and see her be successful. No, don't put your finger up, because I was quiet the whole time. I was sitting here for damn near 40-something minutes quiet. No, and I'm not being disrespectful. No. You brought my name up. That's why I'm up here. You brought my name up in a completely unrelated situation, so now I'm here. So, continuing on. What ends up happening here in situations like this, good men get fucked over by women that's trying to scam them, not realizing that we had never any intention to do them wrong in the first place. You recognized in the very beginning that you know how to get money up out of men. You know how to get what you want. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's your cat. Hey, do what you want. Hey, get your money, make your bag. But don't try to mess over a good man that was genuinely looking for something other than what you used to, and then get mad when he say, up, I recognize you on that bullshit. Kick rocks. I'm good on you. That's exactly what happened. You just literally laid it out for all of us. And the problem here lies in the fact that we can see right through it. You tried to mess over a good man because in your mind, you were probably thinking, I don't know how long this is going to last. He dropping me bread. I'm more attracted to him because he's giving me more money. I've never had this before. I've never had a genuine dude be there. You just said, I'm giving you your words right back and analyzing them in the process. That's exactly what you said. You said you became more attracted to him when he kept sending you money and supporting you. That's exactly what you said. And I don't know if you have like selective hearing, because you literally just said that his room was dirty and then you said, I never never said that he was dirty. If his room is dirty and he's the one that lives there, that makes him dirty. Let's not play semantics with that. You made a whole OnlyFans video with the man, then said his dick was small. It was big enough for you to make that video and then re-ask him for consent to repost the video, so thereby it must not have been too small. It's like you can do these things with individuals, but then you shit on them afterwards. I'm giving you back your exact words, and that's not okay. There's nothing okay about that at all. And now you're mad that you're not getting the sympathy that you want, when the reality is that you tried to mess over a good man. Then you tried to clout chase thereafter, and it was tasteless. It was tasteless. You could have just taken the L and said, you know what? It didn't work out. Woody whoop, whatever, whatever. Boom, I'm done. No, you brought it back here to social media to try and make this man seem like a bad person. And that's not cool. There's nothing cool about that. And I don't know how much you know about me, but you're not going to overtalk me. I was completely quiet and respectful while you were talking, and I never butt in one time. You can say whatever you want to say, but I'm not the guy for that. Again, continuing on, as I land this plane that should have been landed a couple minutes ago, maybe about 10, 20 minutes ago, the bottom line is this. What happened, happened. You said what you needed to say. He said what he needed to say. As a collective, we can acknowledge that you tried to get him before you felt like he got you, not realizing he had never no intention to get you in the first place. Point blank, period. That sounded like a good man that seemed that he wanted to build something with a woman, and he wanted to show her how serious he was. As men, we do that. And to the men in the comment section, final thought, to the men in the comment section that exemplify this type of pressure to a woman, let's be very clear. In today's day and age, men like that are few and far between. Ones that will literally give without any expectation in return. All of that platonic building up, they were, based on what she's saying, was building something. And in the process of building with an individual, you want to show them how serious you are about them. So to the men in the comment section that exemplify this type of behavior, keep doing it. There's a genuine woman out there willing to take your genuine nature and your genuine kindness and not flip it on you and try to make it seem as though you're a terrible guy. And I'm gonna mute myself, because damn.
Can I speak?
And get that man his 3.5.
No.
Hey,
That's the thing.
Jonathan, I got a whole half for you if you want it. Know what I'm saying? I got a whole half.
Bro, I do want it.
It ain't a 14. It's not a 14. It's like a 220 photo. You know what I'm saying? It's like a 220 photo.
You really gotta run him back.
No, it was the fact that she was not even my genuine friend.
That shit. Yeah, you gotta run that
Slim.
back.
It was the fact that she was not my genuine friend. How do you not help somebody look for something you know they lost? Legit, the moment she told me she was in need, I helped. I didn't ask her for anything back. I was like, here you go. Anytime she would ask me for money, I was like, bro, I don't like being used. And it wasn't until she was laying in bed next to me when I realized, oh, that's what this is. That's what this is.
I see people saying how much is a 3.5. It don't matter. For black people, it be the principle. You notice he not tripping on the money that was sent. It was the fact that it was the principle that she stole a 3.5 and all he wanted to do was be her friend.
It's like I'm friends with somebody. If I like for real, I will give people money all day. You ask me. The fact that you take some shit, that's what goes above and beyond me. And the fact that she stole the shit was the fact that I was like, bro, I never had a friend in the first place. I never had somebody there in the first place, because when she asked me for money, I didn't send her nothing. When she let me know she needed something, I sent it to her. And then when she's laying in bed next to me talking about she wants to go escort in the city, after talking all this shit about wanting to be in a relationship, talking all this shit about wanting to be with me, I said, here goes some fucking money. I said, here goes the money.
Can I pop my shit one time? Because I've been dragging. I really been like trying my best to make sure that I didn't say the wrong things in this time. This whole
I would say time and place. Just remember time and place. That's all I can say about that.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Oh, okay. I can go off, or no, you saying time and place.
Listen to the statement. Time and place. Like, where are we right now? What are we talking about? Like,
all right. I ain't gonna lie. It's Pat Live. It's Pat Live. I know I ain't gonna lie. These next couple jokes I got, they been in the chamber, and I just didn't want to give you no clout. I ain't gonna do it to you.
tell your jokes because you are funny. I'll give you that. But I want to address two things. One, to the people who saying I'm clout chasing. This happened between me and John, the whole situation over a year, or I think close to a year ago.
And it didn't come back until she grabbed the comments from inside of my comment section and made a video and posted online. And then I messaged her and I was like, hey, you don't have to post a video. And she said out of her own mouth.
Not you. Hello. I'm talking. Thank you.
Keep talking.
If I were clout chasing, when I was pissed, when I was ranting and raving and calling him all type of little D this and little D that, it would have been on the internet. If I was clout chasing. I did not bring this to.
It was on the internet, and I got the receipts, where she sent me the receipts of her actively talking to my fans on Facebook. It was on the internet. She put it on the internet.
When? You mean when I went home?
I'll show you.
I've already acknowledged that, didn't I? If I didn't, okay, yeah. When I left and went
Mama,
home,
this man walking around with a whole of critics. Do you think he want to lie about anything?
What does that have?
This is a hetero man walking around with a whole of critics. He don't give a fuck about nothing at this point in time. He don't care about nobody's opinion, just to lie to him, just to kick it.
He's not a point.
Hardly, but I mean, we have a difference of opinions. So I wanted to address the clout chasing because, like I said, I didn't bring this.
But you are clout chasing because I'm gonna be honest.
Hold on, guys. Let her get.
I'm a mute.
Because again, like I could see the clout chasing argument if I had just randomly brought these videos and made these videos on TikTok trying to create a situation. That's not what happened. I commented on John's page because that was pretty much the only way I could contact him. You can't send direct messages on TikTok if that person isn't following you, and I didn't have his number. And when people were trying to make the situation a situation, I shut it down. I didn't talk about it. I didn't answer no questions about it. This man brought it to the internet, addressing me saying his room was dirty. I don't know about y'all and where y'all are from and what y'all have experienced, but for me, if I say the room was dirty, I mean the room. And I said that verbatim. I never called that man dirty.
What the fuck? We talking about that in here. You mixing situations. You can't keep your story straight.
Addressing what I speak said, because I mean, I get it. Y'all friends and y'all cool, and it's hard to see your friend in any other light than your friend.
It ain't got nothing to do with that. You said the man's room was dirty. He lives there. That makes him dirty.
Asked me to respect you, so do the same.
You didn't respect me. You didn't.
I muted myself several times. I just wasn't about to let you lie. But
you just
can I add?
Whoa, hey, everybody's over talking. I got a migraine. I'm like hungover. One at a time.
Hey, I like that you changed your bandana too. But can I just show more context for the clout chase? More context for the clout chase. Because see, she deleted the videos on her page, but this is the page she didn't think I knew about. Feel me? This is the John Mouse LOL liar page. Feel me? Oh, hold on, let me make sure.
I wasn't done.
This the John Mouse LOL liar page with videos on it where she's attacking my friends and John, which you can see. It doesn't have live access. It's only 41 followers. She's been clout chasing the whole entire time trying to get her story heard.
Everybody,
and this is her.
Let her finish, guys.
Go for it.
I know how to talk over grown men. Can I speak?
No, you can't speak. Anyway, so this right here.
John, I'm serious.
She asked
John,
the question.
I'm serious. Let her speak. Let her finish.
Anyway,
go.
I addressed everyone on that panel that day in Slim's live. Like I did say that. I acknowledged that. I said from the beginning of this live, when I am angry, when I am disrespectful, just like I told Slim when I was trying to resonate with him in his box, it ain't no rules with me once I feel disrespected. And can't nobody, all 1,000 of y'all, tell me what my boundaries are when it comes to being disrespected. Slim, just like they couldn't tell you what being disrespected is. When you felt disrespected, you felt disrespected regardless of what was actually happening, period. Because there were plenty of people when you felt disrespected that were saying you weren't being disrespected, but couldn't nobody change your mind. So regardless, I felt disrespected. And when I'm disrespected, all bets are off. Just like when I felt some type of way about John trying to cancel my flight and cancel my lift and leave me stranded across the country. So when I finally was safe and away from him, I went the fuck off. Absolutely, I did. And I said everything I could to hurt his feelings.
Wait. You say he left you stranded and canceled your flight?
I said he tried to.
Okay.
Again, he did cancel the lift, and I had to rebook the lift. He only couldn't cancel my flight because I had already checked in. It was too late. I talked to the Delta. Like I talked to the Delta. That's the only fucking reason I know. That's the only way I even know. literally. So again, when I realized he was trying to leave me stranded across the country, but he just wasn't able to, I was pissed off and I went off. Now, some of y'all may be angels and good Samaritans, and when you're mad at someone, you still care and you still, have some sort of couth as to what you're saying. I might now sometimes, and I can't even say that because I still will act a fool. But especially then, with everything I was going through, no, bro, I'm gonna go in on you. And I really held back a lot of the things I wanted to say to keep it 1,000. But and like I said, if you the type of person to where you feel some type of way or you feel someone put you in a fucked up position like Taya and you just gonna let it ride, hey, teach me. Cause I ain't built like that. Period. Now, to address the dirty situation, where I'm from, being dirty, being messy, being junky in your room, being a dirty person. I know hella females that are not the cleanest people environment wise, but hygienically, like their body, the way they carry themselves, they aren't dirty as
Can we
that
say
way.
women? We say women over here, not females. Women, not females. Women.
I'm going to say what I want to say. I'm speaking.
No, you can't. No, Trina, no, you can't. He's right. The women in this chat do not like to hear the word female. Just say women. That's it. Respectfully, just say women. They don't like the word female. I don't
I'll
mean to
do,
cut you off. I'm just saying.
I'll do a few. Anyway, my point in that was, that's semantics to me. But my point to say that was to say, me and the way I think is a person being dirty is their personal hygiene, the way that they carry themselves. That is not necessarily always a reflection of a person's room and their space, because I also knew that this man battles mental health issues. So I know that whole depression mess and all that type of stuff. I didn't try to like throw it back at him as far as a jab until after I was mad. So that was to address that. As far as I speak, saying that I thought I had a good one and I had never experienced anything like that, I'll say this again. I have been a full service escort, dancer, and cam girl for the better part of a decade. Men have sent me way more, have given me way more off top first night in the club than 2 bands. It was not the money that made me more attracted to him. And I said it was more so his willingness to try to show a person that he was romantically involved in that, hey, I'm not above helping you, even though I'm not in the best situation. That's what it was about. And that's not me saying I've never experienced that. It was just more so I thought it was selfless of him to be poor himself, but send me all his money. And then, like he said, when I actually asked him for help and he sent me his bank account screenshot, which he did, I was like, oh damn, like that made me, even though he said no, even that made me more attracted to him, because I had realized like, yo, this man damn near emptied his bank account for me. Come to find out that wasn't his only bank account. He was just yet again doing what John does, creating a persona.
Trina, can I? Trina, hold on, John. Trina,
Bro,
respectfully.
I'm not about to overtalk grown men.
No, I wasn't trying to overtalk you. Are you done?
I'm not done.
Okay, my apologies. I thought you were done. My bad. Go ahead.
Go ahead, but I want to address everything you said at first. So that was in regards to me just being wild by 2K. Like that wasn't the thing. It was, if anything, it was the sentiment behind, and it was the speed in which he was willing to help. Like I said, and it was mixed signals in my mind, because on one hand I thought it was cool and I thought it was strange. Other for 17 days. As far as saying I was trying to get all that I can get out of him, the problem with that, I was putting, not financially, I won't say financially at all. I ain't never gave no man money. But as far as every other aspect of our connection, attention wise, effort wise, keeping in contact, he even showed y'all, like, I wasn't just talking to this man to get something from him. I wasn't only in communication with him when I needed something. I was trying my best to stay in contact with John pretty regularly. We talked pretty regularly. I don't know what call logs he deleted, and that's why I wanted my laptop so that I can show the messages and our call log unaltered. But I don't have it. And when I get it back, I will show that regardless of how late, how far past it's been. But I don't have it, so all I can do is speak. You know what I'm saying?
Cloud chasing.
And like
Trina,
I said,
can I ask you? Can I ask you a question now?
Go ahead.
I know you mentioned earlier, because one of the things that I don't play about as a whole, regardless of who I'm talking to, is mental health. Right now, you mentioned earlier that you have anxiety. Is there anything else that you suffer with? I'm just genuinely asking. And
No,
you don't have to tell me if you don't want to.
I'll say not diagnosed.
Not diagnosed. Okay. And I asked that because the things that you're saying now, I don't know if you're genuinely, and I'm being so dead serious. I'm not trying to be disrespectful at all. The things that you're saying now, I don't know that you don't recognize that you're lying. You
What?
literally, hold
What am
on. I got you. You
Okay.
literally said earlier that when he started sending you money, that made you more attracted to him. You said that out of your mouth. Now you're saying, hold on. Now you're saying that, oh, it was just his willingness to, show you something more. That's exactly what you said. We were all listening. You said he sent you the 2 racks. Then you told him that you were in need. When you were in need, he didn't provide the money for you at that time. The time that he sent you money, hold on. The
Well,
time that he sent you
hold
money
on,
was unprovoked.
Pat. Did
And
not
then you said you became more attracted to him when he kept sending you money. You specifically said that.
I not expound on why that feeling occurred? Because I'm quite sure that I said when I said, because again, I'm still not refuting that his action towards me made me more attracted to him, but I'm quite sure that I expounded on that and I said
You
it wasn't
didn't.
necessarily the
You
money.
didn't. You didn't.
Okay.
I'm telling Trina, respectfully, I'm telling you, you didn't. You specifically said he started sending you money and that, you can't lie, that made you more attracted to him. You did not expound upon that.
Okay.
You just did. Yeah, you just did. But before you didn't.
Okay. You know what? I'll take that. Then how does that make it a lie? How does that make it a lie?
Because you didn't expound upon it until you got pressed about it.
I didn't get
the same with the comment. Hold on. The same with his comment about the room being dirty and his dick being small. It was cool enough for you to smash him in it. It was cool enough for y'all to make a video. But now you said you got back and all of a sudden, y'all, it was cool enough for y'all to lay up. But you got back and then you acknowledged yourself. Hold on. You acknowledged yourself. I wanted to say everything that I could to hurt his feelings.
Yes. I was pissed. Yes. And like I said, if you guys are the type of people that would be pissed, and I mean, honestly, and this ain't changing my perspective of you at all. I think you a very stand-up dude. But I've seen you say a hell of disrespectful things about people that have pissed you off.
And I've been right.
Guess what?
And I've been right. I'm not gonna smash a person and then say that her coochie stink if it really didn't stink.
That feels you're right. There's a person that feels you're wrong.
No, that's where receipts come into play. Okay, here's the deal. Okay, you just said that. Acknowledge me one person that I've said something about that I didn't have receipts for. Acknowledge me one.
I mean, to be honest, and I'm gonna just be honest with you, I've never seen any of your receipts as far as the whole drama. I've not seen any receipts from you.
Acknowledge me a person. You made a statement. Substantiate your claim. Acknowledge me a person.
She's Jordanian.
Hold on, Slim.
I'm sorry.
Hold on. I can make this very clear. I didn't bring that up as far as you saying disrespectful things to say that person that you were talking about was in the right. My point was to say that when
it's a moot point.
Hold on. Wait. My point was to say, because you brought up how I was saying things to anger him. My point in saying that, we all do that. When you are upset with someone, you are not going to...
No. We don't all do that. That's what I want you to understand. And then
got unfollowed for making misogynistic comments because somebody pissed you off. Like
who got unfollowed for making misogynistic comments?
In this live with people,
me,
who are known for going in on people, right? When they're pissed, when they
hold on. What misogynistic comments did I make? What misogynistic comments did I make that I got unfollowed for?
Him, because Slim was shaking his head.
Oh, you're talking about Slim?
Yeah.
We're not talking about him. That's deflection. We talking about me and you. You just said that people make comments when they're mad. The comments that I make about people, one thing that I can always produce is a receipt. And my thing is, when you make a statement, you got to be able to substantiate your claim. And the bottom line is playing semantics with an individual that you are genuinely acknowledging that you are trying to hurt does not make it right. Now, you can acknowledge, okay, I was in my feelings. I said it, cool, whatever. but then don't go back on it when you get pressed about it. Any specific person on my platform, whether it's live or not, that I've ever said anything disrespectful about, etc., I can produce receipts for. So when you say that, it does not apply to everyone. Now, if you want to haphazardly make statements about people that are false in nature, then go ahead, do your thing. But don't push that off on everybody else, more specifically myself, when I can literally produce a receipt on every single person that I've talked about. And the reason why, hold on, the reason why that is because the bigger our platforms become, the more we have to justify the things in which we say. So if anyone says, oh, you were disrespectful to this person, tell me the name of that person, and I can produce you a receipt on why I said what I said, regardless of whether you agree with it or not. But I can give you a receipt. You are making comments about a man, about a room that you laid up in the bed.
She finna start crying.
Weed up in. But you was cool with that. You made a video. Hold on, let's just put this into perspective now. You made a whole tape with him that you just acknowledged that you hit him up recently to re-ask his consent for, to repost, right? But then you would also go far as to say he got a little dick. That don't add up. That does not add up. You're going to shit on the man because you're mad, but then you're going to hit him up thereafter to repost a video to make some money?
And I want to add,
foul, bro.
I don't want to add respect. Hold on. Respectfully to John, I don't think his dick is little. It looks like he's packing.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Here's the
For
thing.
real. I got a solid 7-inch. That is above average. She just be fucking with 10s and 9s. Them niggas be fucking her up. She even told me.
Like, everything you're saying, like, I'm still not hearing the lie. Because, again, me saying that his penis...
Then you're delusional. Got it. Okay.
No. What you're saying just doesn't make sense. Because you said,
No, you just make statements and then backtrack.
Wait. Because you said I lied about the 2K and how it made me feel. You said I lied about that because I said him sending me money did make me more attracted to him. And then I expounded on that by saying that it wasn't necessarily the money, but it was his willingness to help me. Now, if that is a lie to you, then that's fine. I don't care to
The gaslighting not going to work over here, Trina. It's not. You lied. You only went back on it because you got pressed about it. Come on.
Be quiet.
Own it.
I'm not going to talk over you. Because, again,
then stop talking.
Everything
that's how you fix the situation.
That I did wrong. But what I'm not going to own is some BS, right? So like I said, he's saying that and then expounding on why that attracted me is not a lie. That's me expounding on my feelings. He's saying that, yes, we made an OnlyFans video. Also, that I probably did say he had a small peen when I was upset with him. Again,
you can't say you probably. You just said it.
Stop. For one, I have made plenty of videos with men with minute penises because they paid me. So if you pay me, I'm going to provide the service. To be honest, although the OnlyFans video
receipts because I believe you lying.
Excuse me. Although the OnlyFans video was talked about, that was absolutely not the only reason why I was going out there. And it wasn't even for sure that it was going to happen. Jonathan was trying to give me time to get away from my situation and not be stressed out. His whole thing when we were cool was, I'm just trying to make you happy and make sure you're not stressed out. So when he scraped up the money to, when he scraped up the money to fly me out, that was the basis. Let's relax. Let's have fun. Let's do this. Let's do that. So that had nothing to do. When it came time to OnlyFans again, that's when he got upset because I had already been kind of turned off with a lot of things that were going on. He was completely not the same person in person as he is in this rectangle. And he tried to use the $2,000 that he had sent me 2 months prior. What are you confused about, Pat?
I'm trying to figure out why this nigga licking his fucking... Never mind. God.
He tried to use the $2,000 that I can't even look at something, that he sent me prior to me coming out there as a ticket to having sex with me and having it on OnlyFans. So when I let him know that that is not how I operate, if I'm not in a relationship with you, which we were not at the time, and you are trying to sleep with me and you really did want to make an OnlyFans video with me, you need to pay, which is why John sent me 2 different Apple Pays while I was actually in LA with him. It was not to say, hey, I don't want you to escort this bad, so here, just take the money that you would have made and stay with me. No. And to be honest, like, I don't get how anything he's saying is making sense. But like I said, when I said that he sent me the money and that pulled me closer to him, as in it made me more attracted to him, all I did later was expound on that and give context as to why.
Trina,
Hold on. When I said penis call, I see how that has anything to do with us making an OnlyFans video. Like I said, I was upset. I was probably saying hella things. Honestly, I say a lot of messed up things when I get mad. And I'm working on it. I'm not trying to say it's right. I'm not trying to say because I feel I'm wronged that I can just go on a tangent and say all this crazy stuff, because that's what I was talking to Slim about in his live. Like, I understand being disrespected and letting people know you got a real sniper mouth, but it's not okay. It's not cool to just hurt me like that. And I'm
okay,
still working on it.
I
But
got you.
I do that. I did do that. And like I said, this whole entire conversation, I've taken accountability. I should not have kept taking money from him at 2K. I should not have flown out there. There were so many things that should not have happened, but they did. And I changed that. And I move on.
All right,
But
now check.
he has a small penis. Like that has nothing to do with the OnlyFans video that I was paid for. Like I said, I was upset. Period. I was upset.
I'm going to let this be known now. With the
country, excuse me, I felt like this man tried to leave me stranded across the freaking country, knowing everything that I was going through, knowing my situation, and it pissed me off. And now that I think about it, I think I do remember going live. I think it was that same night, and something fake, and all of his lives and videos about being poor and broke is all BS. I think I actually remember that, but outside, I'll say after that week of us falling out, I didn't drag this on the internet. I didn't bring this back up. The reason y'all know about this now is not because of me. That's what I'm saying by this is not me clout chasing. How is my trauma and my daughter's trauma, the things I've gone through, like how is that clout? What would I get? What would I get out of that?
So let me ask John directly then. John, were you the one who brought this to the internet first, or was it her?
It was her. Okay. She immediately, what happened, right after she sent me a text, she immediately started going to my posts and grabbing people's comments, talking about, when she started talking about a tape, all she had to do was do that, and then I deleted the comments. Then she grabbed a comment from somebody else and made a video talking about, why y'all always in our business? Talking about, did we make a tape? Duh. And right when I saw that, I immediately went to her fucking online, because she even said, oh, hey, I did that, but I'm not trying to bring this online. And I have this right here. That's the first thing she messaged me from, because y'all remember, she said that you cannot message people that you are not following each other. And that is a complete lie, because I was not messaging her when she messaged me. I'm still not following her. I have an actively blocked, and I can see the message. I'll show y'all right now.
I also want to point something out while he's looking for that. I also want to point something else out again, which, like I said, this goes back into the lies being told, and I'm only going off of what is being said. You specifically said that you never tried to escort out that man's crib.
I didn't.
But then you just recently, you just recently said that you tried to escort out the crib, and he told you, I'm going to drop you some bread so you can just stay here. You literally just said that, which in his mind, he's probably thinking, I don't want you going to go do that. I want you spending time with me. You just acknowledged that. So you were.
Dude.
Ever said that I was
Can I say something, dude? Not you, ma'am, but can I say something, dudes?
After you say what you got to say in your whole little, that's going to fuck my train of thought up. So.
Okay, so dudes. You say you want to speak. Okay, go ahead. I got you.
Yeah, let her.
My bad, dude.
Bro, let her get her thoughts out, bro. Come on, bro.
You repeat what you just, like, that's what I'm saying. He make me lose my train of thought. What did you just say I speak? Oh, okay. No, I don't need you to repeat it. What I said was, oh my God. See, this
what I was simply doing is this, Trina. I don't Okay, so what happens here, right, is when you have a lot of stories and you're running them all together, what ends up happening is when
Hey,
you get pressed about something specifically, no, I'm not done
I
talking. When you get pressed about something specifically, right? When you get pressed about something specifically, what ends up happening is in order to backtrack, you have to remember what was stated previously. I don't think you understand the things that you denied in the beginning of this conversation versus what you're acknowledging now. That's why I asked the question that I asked about mental health, and I wasn't trying to be disrespectful because what you don't recognize right here, right now, is you look like a liar. I'm being so honest with you. You look like a habitual liar. Because in the very beginning, you said no to this, no to that, no to this, no to that. And
I
now
speaks.
you're
I speaks.
backtracking and
Slim, hold
acknowledging
on.
multiple things and multiple
Hold on.
situations that people are bringing issue with. The bottom line is this.
I
You
speak.
tried to get the man.
I speak.
It's very clear. You
I
tried to get the man, and he had no intention on trying to put you in a situation that will fuck you over. You tried to get the man. You smoked the man weed, and he was pissed. You
Dude, I
stole.
speaks.
Go
He
to her
threw out
page.
what he thought. Hold on,
It's
y'all. Hold on, y'all. I'm not done. I'm not done.
go
Let her
ahead. Go
finish.
ahead,
He
man.
flew. He brought a genuine person that he felt as though he could build with, a genuine friend, and you fucked him over, and then you stole from him. That's not cool. None of that is cool. So in that, what we're acknowledging right here, right now, is the things that you be impressed about. You now backtracking on because you realize how bad it makes you look.
I
Respectfully,
everything.
respectfully, I'm not done talking. You asked me to be quiet while you were talking. I was
I
quiet.
no.
I muted my microphone. Everybody else that was quiet while you were talking, we respected Pat and we muted our microphones. The bottom line is this, and I'm gonna go ahead and again land this plane. You tried to fuck this man over, and he had no qualms upon which to do so to you. The things that you said in the very beginning, you were more attracted to him because he sent you money. And, you never tried to escort out of his crib, and that, that was a lie. And then you just acknowledged, oh, well, let me expound upon that. Okay, cool. You expound upon it. But when you make a statement, you got to stand on that shit. And then afterwards, you say, okay, he tried to send you bread thereafter. Instead of allowing you to go out into the city and do whatever, he's saying consistently on here, on his videos, on his lives, it was never about the money to him. It was about his 3.5. Now, I ain't never smoked no weed before, but I can tell by the weed smokers in the comments that that's a pretty big freaking deal.
No,
I'm more
that's
of a
a
I'm more
problem.
of a I'm more of a drinker myself. However,
That's a
principle
problem.
principle is principle. If you smoked the man weed or you smoked weed in general, you could have just said that, hey, when you were sleeping, oh, I smoked some weed. And the man is saying, hey, listen, you said, oh, I'm not going to help you find it. You didn't say, oh, I smoke while you were asleep. But no, you just said, oh, I'm not helping you find it.
I said that since the beginning. And
No,
this
you
is
didn't. Actually, that's what I'm telling you, Trina. That's what I'm telling you. You didn't. You think you did, but you didn't.
I
You
did.
said he asked you. Hold on, Trina. You're saying he asked you, yo, where my weed at? No, I'm
Hey,
sorry. He asked you to help him find it. You told him no. Why would I help
oh,
this man find anything? Then you roll back over. That's what you said. And then you later went on to say that you said to him, hey, yo, why would I help you find this? I smoked while you were sleeping. You later said that to him. I'm giving you back your words, Trina. You specifically said that. I later told him that I smoked while he was sleeping. But you said in that moment you told him, no, I'm not helping you look for it. So therefore, that is called lying by omission. Respectfully, Trina, you got to acknowledge that what you're doing right here is messed up.
I speak.
This
Did
is
you see
messed up, Trina. This
doing?
is messed up.
Did
Respectfully,
you see
this
the
is messed
live
up.
yesterday or any of the
Hey,
videos that?
I want you
Hold
guys.
on. Mr. Bass didn't get a chance to speak at
Let
all,
me say one
guys.
thing. Let me say one thing because this is about me. I want you guys to go to her page. Go to her page and look at the videos where she specifically says that me and her started off in a romantic relationship because that's what she says in her videos is on her page. How did we start off in a romantic relationship when right here she said that we started off as friends and that's what made her more attracted to me? So
Boom.
how was the first 17 days supposed to be romantic?
So, like I said, I never said, "Oh, me and
Those videos are deleted.
first date was
Okay, so she privated all that now because she knew she was getting called out because it was a lie.
and
Because it was a
nothing."
lie.
I can show y'all that my videos were reported. I can show you that. I don't delete a thing. Every
There
video
wasn't reported.
about John being
Pull it
mad.
up. Show us. Show us. Show us the receipts. That's gonna be the only receipt that you have. Show us.
Like I said, I have this one iPhone. This is an Android, and I'm not jumping to try to take the.
You can do it on any phone.
Could you please show us the receipts?
Just show us the receipts.
We're trying to believe you here.
Everybody has been reported before.
Yeah.
We're trying to believe you here, but you have not been able to substantiate any claims that you're making, dude. And I'm just saying, it's making it really hard for us to believe you. You sound like what I was trying to tell I Speak. You're not a habitual liar. You're a pathological liar. And that's the problem that we're having here. Your pathology is taking over the moment. So if you have receipts, can you please show those receipts about your videos being muted or deleted or reported? Like, please, because the whole time you've been here, you've been making lies and then building upon lies. And this is why the live has been going on this long. You have not said anything that has had any concrete proof or that you could actually substantiate. And that's the problem that we're having here. You're under the guillotine because right now you are good for views, but tomorrow we will forget about you. And you realize that. And I've been trying to let you make it because you said that, well, people were paying for your services to make OnlyFans videos with, but I really don't believe so. You look like your cooch smells like Marlboros. And that is the reason why I don't really care if anything that you have to say. I've been patient with you this whole entire time, but yeah, I'm tired of you. Really tired of you. Because you're here trying to get clout and sympathy and nobody's going to give it to you. No one's going to give it to you, dude.
Tired, remove yourself.
I don't have to remove myself. I play Big Brother. I want you to realize this. Even though I Speaks look like a young James Earl Jones, Mufasa looking ass nigga, and Jonathan is my younger brother, and Pat has detachable dreads, I am actually the oldest one on this panel, and I look at all of them as my brothers, and sometimes they're my little big brothers. So until you get your ass out of here and move on to Tar Nations, I'm going to be here.
And that's fine. But don't tell me how tired you are if you're still here listening.
Well, I mean, you're just lying at this point, and you don't want to admit that you're lying.
I Speak. I want to finish addressing I Speak, right?
Hold on. Mr. Bats didn't get his chance to
Let's go to Mr. Bats.
Who is Mr. Bats?
My boy, Mr. Bats. He's been here for like an hour. He's the one. He's an actor. He got killed by Kathy Bates in American Horror Story Coven. Go ahead, Mr. Bats. Go ahead.
Oh,
I'm dead serious. Yeah, he's an actor. Go ahead, Mr. Bats.
Look,
I still can't believe Kathy Bates did you dirty like that, bro. I can't.
What?
Bro, I'm just here low key to play devil's advocate, bro, because to a degree, at a point, it starts feeling like it's a bunch of men ganging up on this lady. And even though she's done a bunch of fucked up shit to a degree, I think there's nuance in this conversation. Like what I Speak always say, two things can be true at once. And as I'm hearing it, like as I'm hearing where she coming from, I'm like, well, like it sounds like you get in your feelings and you fuck up. And you got all these other things going on in your head to like, again, and you have admitted that. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of things that you've admitted later, but motherfuckers is like, you got to take accountability for what you said earlier. And that's what people getting off on, because I'm coming in later and I'm hearing your story and I'm like, well, I can understand a motherfucker getting mad and going off. Well, I can understand a motherfucker saying somebody got a little dick when they don't really mean it in the moment. Well, I can understand somebody saying that, well, they room dirty, but they really take baths, so they not dirty. I could see where she could be coming from. But then they got all other context of you harassing people and doing all this other shit, that's what really got people mad. And I'm like, it seems like a lot of people up here can't see past the initial reasons why they're angry, because you ain't taking your lick on them initial things, even though I'm sitting here hearing you say that. I know I'm hearing what you're saying. So I'm like, I'm kind of just sliding here, like I said, devil's advocate. I want to hear what you're saying, love. I just want to hear what you're talking about, because I think through the anger, the licks that you have taken keep getting ignored. And you have taken some of your licks. But niggas is like, well, you took that lick, but you ain't really taking your licks. So I'm just like, okay,
Mr. Bats, hold on, Mr. Bats. Let me put something in perspective. This just didn't start here, bro.
Oh
This
no,
started
no.
with multiple lives, multiple videos, et cetera, et cetera.
Pat,
She's done a damn near a world tour on
Pat,
other large black content creators' pages, saying some of the things that she said here
can I
today and lying about it, not thinking that we haven't all heard and listened. Now, I can definitely acknowledge to you that visually, because I literally just text Pat and told him to get a woman up here. Visually, I can understand that wholeheartedly. However, what my point was is that you can't just say something and then say you never said it, not realizing that that's exactly what you've done. And she's been doing this, bro, on large content creators' pages, trying to smear this man's name through the mud. And this happens far too often. And then when the
Slim,
guy's side is taken, then the whole
I'm gonna
patriarchal
drop you real quick.
conversation
Send your
comes
request back.
up. So the issue here is
You
not
hear me?
just that she hasn't been taking her licks, because she took a couple of them, you know what I'm saying, this
Send
live.
it back. Send it
However,
back.
she was on a live previously, her own sentiments, making videos, deleting them. So it's just like you're saying all of these things and then you're backtracking once people start pressing you about it. One thing about a manipulation is that when you're in a space where people don't know the full context of what's going on, it's easy for you to manipulate them because they don't know the full context of what's going on. She don't realize. She asked me directly, did you see the live? Yes, I saw the live. Did you see the videos? Yes, I saw the videos. Why? Because I have to be made aware of things like this. So in that, she think that people are not doing their due diligence to do their research, when the reality is that she tried to fuck over a good man. And that's not cool. And far too often this shit happens, right? And I get what you're saying. And I don't think it's a matter of playing devil's advocate. You just came in with an unbiased approach. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't have no skin in the game for either one of these individuals. Either one. The bottom line is right and wrong is wrong. And she just acknowledged that she tried to say everything that she wanted to because she was mad. She acknowledged that. She took the licks on the chin of the statements that she made. However, when you make a statement and you don't stand on it, and then you backtrack on it, visually, you are made out to be a liar. That's the point that I'm seeking to make. Now, when you expound upon it, right thereafter, then you can give context to what you're actually saying. Now, afterwards, when you go on this world tour of lives, right, saying a certain thing, hey, on this live, you're saying, I didn't say this. On this live, you're saying, I didn't say this. Now, on this live, you're saying, you know what? I did say that. That does not look good. That's the point that I was making to her. And I came respectfully talking to, because she mentioned anxiety. I have anxiety. I have depression. I'm in therapy right now. I don't play when it comes to mental health. That's why I asked that question respectfully, because there are times, like you just acknowledged, where we will say certain things, right? And then we will go back and say, you know what? Wow, damn, I did say that. But I'm not going to sit here and play semantics with an individual. If I'm living and existing in a space and someone says that space is dirty, you're calling me dirty because that's my space.
No,
like,
I think differently. I think differently, bro. I
That's
understand the concept of having a junky ass room but a clean ass person. That can't exist.
I would say I agree to disagree, because at the end of the day, if I own that space, if I exist in that space and that space is dirty, I'm responsible for cleaning that space. I'm not saying that spaces can't be junky, and our idea of what's junky and what's not can definitely be flip-floppy. But the bottom line is, I'm not going to play semantics in that regard. So I will say, to that point, I agree to disagree, brother.
I'm gonna say this. Hold on, real quick, Trina. Trina, give me 1 second, real quick. Is there any woman in the box who, I guess, agrees more with Trina's sentiments than? No. Just let me announce this, because one of my people's texts is because she wants it to be fair, because she feels like it's not.
And I'll step down for that.
Is
But
there
I'm a female.
guys, let me please in the comment section. I got this. Is there anybody, to make it fair, who feels her sentiments and feel like she's being treated a type of way, who wants to come up and speak with her? Is it fair to say? A woman specifically.
To be honest,
Anybody.
I would mind if the woman doesn't agree. It would just make me feel way more comfortable as if there were other women up here. It doesn't have to agree.
I'm a woman. Just
all
using
right,
someone
hold on,
else's
QB,
account.
before you go, I'm gonna go ahead and drop so a woman can come up.
I want to the bets though, because the thing about this is, a lot of people, because we're on Platt's platform, right? And because Jonathan has such a large platform, a lot of people have only tuned into this live and what John has posted. If you've caught any of my other lives and you watch the videos on my page, I've taken accountability for what I feel I did wrong this entire time. I looked up the definition of expounding because expounding means to explain. It doesn't mean to retract. When I said,
But a lot of
hey,
don't agree.
help me, I did say that made him more attractive to me. Later, when I expounded on what I really felt as far as why I was attracted to him because of him sending me money, that was just me expounding on that. That is not me backtracking and saying, oh, no, that wasn't why. That is me saying, John sent me 2K unwarranted. And that made me more attracted to him because of the selfless act that I thought he was doing. Not And I have explained that verbatim. I have also explained that because of the mental state that I was in, I probably should not have gone to see him. I should have trying to get to know him. There was a lot of things I shouldn't have done. When he was expressing to me about his financial hardships, perhaps I shouldn't have taken his money. But again, I was in a financial hardship as well. And if you are the type of person gifted money and send it back because you feel like it's not the proper situation, that you're a bigger person than me. I will give you that. That's fine. I am not. If a person gives me money and I'm going through financial hardships, I'm gonna take it. And like I also said that I said in the text, I did text him back and reply. I think I said something along the lines of, whoa, I'm gonna send it back or something. I said that was wrong as well. Because I wasn't gonna send it back. So I should have never even tried to. That was a lie. That was bullshit. And I can stand on that. All right. The room being messy. I said that and I still stand on that. And what I didn't get to say was he absolutely straightened his room up before I took even so much as an article of clothing off. He absolutely did. I'm not going to, yeah, you did. There was and sit as far as your bed, it was caving in. There was stuff all over, old food stuff. Like there was it couldn't have even happened unless you straightened up. As far as like my smell and my hygiene, I'm not doing that because if it was so funky, still slept with me, I feel like that says more about you than me. I'm just keeping it real. But my point of expounding upon why the $2,000 made me more attractive was to again let it be known that it wasn't necessarily the money. He could have sent me $200. It was the manner in which it was so instantaneous and it felt at the time selfless. And that is what made me be like, oh, this guy, he could be possibly really who he says he is. To address him saying, that I said in the text, we started off as friends. I never said that me and John, and I want to see the actual receipt because I want to see what I said. And that's why I wanted to wait till I had my laptop. But I never said that we started off in a relationship and we were boyfriend and girlfriend. What I said was this theory that we were only in contact to be strictly platonic, that there was never any ideation or thought process that we would be more than friends until he sent me money. That is false. I'm not just straight out the door we were together. What I'm saying is John knew that I had an interest in him as far as being connected to him the moment we were in contact. That is the only reason why he messaged me. That is what I left on his live, how he was attractive and I would not mind getting to know him in real life. Again, I will say, which I've been saying, not just today, but this entire time, a man that outside of business, because keep in mind, I am a full service sex worker, right? So outside of business, in a romantic way, no business strings attached. It has been a while. I think never happened, honestly, that a man has done so much so quickly. And in my head at the time, not wanting anything in return. That's where I was from with that. When I
Hold on.
wait, because I want to explain.
I've been having a statement.
I want to apology too, because that keeps getting brought up. What, Pat?
Wait, you want an apology from John?
No. When I hit John up and I told him that I wanted to ask him something and I wanted to apologize, I see a lot of people saying that in the comments. They trying to basically say I knew I was wrong. And like I said before,
keep talking.
Oh my God.
Wow, can somebody else go?
Beginning of this,
Can I go?
No, but Trina,
I just think an apology is necessary.
What you say?
No, I said I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but you are over talking just a little bit because I'm trying to get Cuban to speak and I'm trying to get John to respond. and I'm trying to get Miss Sweets to speak as well, Mr. Bass to reply. Yeah, so I want John to respond because this live is about you and him. So I'm gonna get spot first, and Cuba's gonna say her take.
Can she go ahead and mute? Because I want to just say this. Everything that she just said was a lie. If she thought that I was being selfless, then that means she knew that I didn't have the money. But inside of the text, she legit says, because I have the receipts. She can't show no receipts. I let her know that I went broke helping her. That was the selfless act. I showed her the receipts of me going broke helping her, and she says, I'm done talking to you. You showed me who you are. You're not broke. Cut it out. You didn't have to ask me for anything. I gave it to you because you were struggling. So that's why, right off the rip, I just gave it to her because she was my friend and she was struggling. And then she said, you don't care. You're one of those people that do things just to say, hey, look what I did. And at that point, I said, fuck this bitch. I said, yup, gotta go.
But
I
bro,
should have said,
is this happening after the initial attraction? Because if she's saying that she was initially attracted by the selfless acts, and then later y'all get into it, and then she feel later on that you shiesty, but she didn't think you was shiesty before. That's what could make a person say that. You know, if the timeline goes that happens later, then she still has a point to say initially she was attracted by the selfless act, and then she turned around and felt like you did something shiesty because she was bringing up earlier about how she felt like you was throwing in her face for money. I'm not saying that that's true or not. I'm just saying if we follow that train of thought, if she felt like later on, after she was initially attracted by selfless acts, that you're throwing money in her face, that would make a person say, well, and then, I'd make a person say, well, I don't know if you for real now. And that, that has merit.
Bats. The reason I threw money in her face, which I didn't, I sent it to her all over text, was because she let me know she wanted to escort from my house. And I said, if you want to do some shit like that, here goes the fucking money. Listen, if you're talking to me about escorting, right? She might have meant it in a way that, oh, I'm going to escort leaving here. But in my eyes, she let you know she doesn't have no money for a hotel. She doesn't no money to go nowhere. She has no money for Ubers. So that means who would have to finance the way that she can get to these individuals to do the shit?
Can I answer that?
She wants to. So I would love to keep talking. Like, I would love to finish.
I mean, I just want to answer your question, but go ahead.
In this situation, I'm sitting here and I'm like, fuck it. If that's what you want to do, and this is what receipts say, if that's what you want to do, all she wanted from me was money because she didn't want a relationship. She didn't even want to be friends. And that's when I knew she didn't want to be friends because she didn't lift a finger to help me find my fucking weed. And that shit destroyed me. And what I really don't get, and this is what I really don't get, if you go to her page right now, she's talking about how she doesn't have money. Why does she have so much fucking time to be here for hours other than trying to get food to eat? That's the most ridiculous shit to me. That is the most ridiculous shit to me. And that's why she's here. It's because of clout. It's because she's trying to use my name for a situation. It's because she's trying to sell the fucking video that we made together. She wanted me to help her promote the shit.
Quick question. Can I go?
Go ahead, Cuban. All right, everybody mute. It's Cuban's turn. Go ahead. Mr. Bass, let me drop you for another woman, okay, bro?
I just want to say this. And for those who don't know, read my book. But I am a former sex worker. And what I'm going to say here is it sounds like fucking cat. As a sex worker, we know who to prey on, when to prey on them, what to do, how to get it, how to play the sympathy card, and how to do all that. And just listen, and I don't know Jonathan from a can of paint. I ain't never interacted with Jonathan. I ain't never interacted with Trina. I ain't never interacted with Slim. So I'm just saying this based on listening to everything, that it sounds like straight cat. Like you knew he was a Vic when you met him. And no disrespect, Jonathan. He was a Vic when you met him, and you knew that. And you played it till you couldn't play it no more. That's what it sounded like.
I was depressed.
Hold on, John.
You gonna ask me a question? Sure.
Yeah. Now, because you know what, I'm not gonna refute. Like I even said earlier in this live, I'm a sex worker for the better part of a decade. So do I know how to drain a man? Better believe it. But here's the thing. Like I said earlier, John portrayed, especially a year ago, around like, who was that?
Wait, Trina, you just said out loud that you know how to trick a man.
I said that beginning of this live, Pat. You remember me saying that?
No. I'm reiterating. No, I remember you saying at the beginning of live, and you just repeated it again.
Right.
So it's not far fetched for people to assume that John.
I understand that, and I
Yeah.
also, as far as him being upset about me expressing interest in wanting to escort while I was in LA with him, although he knew full well that it wasn't going to be outside of his home, and that was the argument he tried to take up that day, and that's why I was so irritated by him, because he wouldn't let me speak. He kept saying, "Well, you're not." He kept alluding
Real well, it wouldn't be outside of his home. Why the fuck you want to have sex in my house?
John. He kept alluding to that I was going to escort out of his home. And I was trying to tell him that as a sex worker, I know how to get a man to book a room so that he can have an appointment with me, and then I'll have that room for the rest of the day.
Yeah, but I don't mean to be disrespectful, but I need to finish my sentiment.
Hold on.
I need to finish my sentiment because
let her finish.
Because you also know if you are leading as a sex worker, you know for a fact, Trina, that when a man is interested and he done flown you out and y'all trying to consummate and do whatever the fuck you doing, that he ain't gonna want you to go out and do what you do and leave his bed to go to another dude's bed. Let me finish, please. Let me finish. I know I've heard you.
But I did acknowledge
My point is that doesn't make him wrong. Period.
No,
he's trying to listen. I'm just trying to talk, please, man. My thing is this: him setting aside the fact that he already knows that you are a sex worker says a lot about his character and his lack of judgment on a woman, right? And he tried to be cool with you and establish whatever with you, despite. But that does not mean they want it in their face. Right? That does not mean that they want all that, right? But the bottom line is you knew that he gave you his last from jump. And as a sex worker, we know we can get more. And we'll go to any lengths to get that more, Trina, and you know that. You couldn't have had that many feelings in 17 days. You know what I mean? My thing is, and then coming back to the internet, since when? The only time a sex worker comes and brings that type of shit out into the public is to either extort, embarrass, humiliate, or get more money, right? And you and I both know this. And there ain't nothing coming out my mouth that is a lie. Now, you might be the exception to the rule.
Cuban, you are not, I'm not. What I'm trying to get you to hear, right? Because I'm not refuting anything you're saying. And as a sex worker, I'm sure you know how it goes. What I was trying to tell John, because what I am acknowledging, right, is him. The reason why he's upset about the escorting thing right now is almost the exact thing.
About the weed.
Hold on, Jonathan. Hold on. Be quiet. The reason that he was upset is pretty much the same thing he was saying then. And I acknowledged in my live yesterday and in a few of my videos that it makes sense to hear a person is a sex worker and be able to accept that, but then be a little bit upset about it and getting your feelings when you're confronted face to face with it. I acknowledge that. From the jump in this live, I acknowledged it. In the last live, I've been acknowledging that. I've been acknowledging how Jonathan feels. That's my thing. I've been acknowledging it this entire
time. Yeah, but you broke the code, Trina.
Hold on, Cuban. Hold on. Because I didn't break no code, honey. When I expressed to Jonathan that while I'm out here, right, I'm probably going to post an ad and see what happens. Jonathan immediately got upset because he thought, like he's saying here, that I was saying, and which I told him then, I don't believe that you really think that, but he was trying to say that he felt I was going to be having intercourse with people in his home. And
okay, but what has it got to do with you bringing it to the internet?
Hold on, Cuban, because you wouldn't let me talk when you were talking. So even that day,
can you start disrespecting Cuban
there with him? Even that day, while I was with him, I tried to explain to Jonathan, this is not something that is going to happen in your face, in front of you. It's not something that you would financially have to worry about. Yeah, you did try to mute me, and I don't know why. But it's not something that you have to be confronted with. He wasn't trying to hear that. And like I said, I get that. It's one thing to know a person is a sex worker and have that information. It's another thing to be confronted with it in person. I never said he was wrong for getting in his feelings about that. What I didn't
My
like,
question, I don't care because he has a right to feel how he feels. My
he
question to
does.
you is, why did it come to the internet at all?
Okay.
Why?
I'll
There's
answer
got to
that.
be a better reason than this shit.
I'll answer you simply and plainly. A few days ago, I'll say 4 or 5 days ago, I hit John up in one of his videos. I asked him to contact me. He reached out. He contacted me. I asked him for his consent again because I had his consent prior. But since things fell off and we did not end in a platonic or not platonic in a
Wait, hold on. Let me
So
pause you. Hold on, everybody mute. Cause I just saw a text something about somebody disrespecting Momo. I was in the bathroom, so I ain't see it. Who disrespected Monique? My moderator.
Oh, I
Trina.
said to the moderator that she muted me, and I don't know why, because she did mute me in the
that's all
middle
she
of me
said.
talking.
She didn't disrespect her. She just said, I don't know why you're trying to mute me.
Yeah, disrespect her
My
at all.
question is, so just, I already heard
Q,
the whole
because I
story. I
wasn't done
already heard the
answering your
story.
first
Trina,
question. Hold on,
I
Q.
heard the story, but answer this question. So we're here right now because you wanted to get more money off this brother, and he said no, and now we're here.
You asked me a question, and now you're not letting me answer it. You asked me why this was
Can you do the short version?
sure, if you will let me speak. Is it my turn? Okay. A few days ago, I commented on one of John's videos to get his consent for the video that we made almost a year ago. The reason I did that was because although I already had his consent when making it, because we did not end on cordial terms, I just wanted him to at least know, hey, this video is going to be put out. Are you okay with it? So I contacted John. A few of his fans saw that. They tried to get, some context. Someone even came to my page in a video that had nothing to do with John or that situation and left a comment on my page, which is what he's talking about. He thought that comment was pulled from his page, but it was a comment left on my video. And I told that commenter, don't worry about it. It's not for the internet to know. I contacted John. We spoke. He said I didn't really need to ask him for his permission. I had his permission when we made it, and it kind of sounded like, he thought I was just trying to contact him to talk to him. And that was what I got. But he also went into how he was traumatized. And I tried to tell him, like, you wouldn't let me explain. So, I don't know what to tell you about that. I'm sorry about how you feel. So after that, I was in Slim's live. Me and Slim were talking about something completely unrelated. Jonathan saw me in the live, came in the comments, asked Slim to let him up in the box. I ended up getting taken down from the box, and they get to talking about this situation, right? I got upset about that. Next thing I know, somebody in my city, one of my homegirls, was sending me a video of John with my name, my real name, and my whole text about my trauma on TikTok. And that's how it started.
Was it John that posted it?
The video, yes.
Of doxing you?
Yes.
I still don't understand why we here. I don't understand why his
Okay,
business.
So this is another lie that she just told. So she just said that the comment was on her page. She just said that she didn't grab it from my page. Yet I want you guys to know I get almost every receipt because I know how to protect myself. This is the comment, right? What did you guys make a tape? This is a comment that what do you have to do to make a video like this? You have to grab that comment. And she grabbed the comment and brought it to her page and then started talking about me on her page. And also, this is another thing. You guys remember how she said that, because I got all your videos. I got them right here. You remember how she said that she did not say that we were in a romantic relationship? She said that, the reason I sent her money was because I paid her for pussy. She just said that I gave her the money because of that. But this is her right here.
Comment.
I know you're not still carrying out this narrative that I scammed you. Just tell these people you paid me to sleep with me and move on. Like,
That part right there.
I scammed you, but you Apple paid me?
Tell
me how that works.
OnlyFans video. Like,
that
what?
$350 and that $200 that you sent me to make an OnlyFans video with me. Now, I was being respectful and asking for your permission to post it because I really didn't have to do that. Right? But you playing crazy. And like I said, for you to try to soft dox not just me and my trauma, but my minor child, I hope you don't think I'm going away no time soon. Tell these people the truth. Not only did you send me $2,000 to try to get in good with me, But months later, you flew me out, paid for my lift to the airport and everything else, and paid for the box.
So she was the person bringing it to social
So,
media. She was the person
Jonathan,
talking
so the
about
end
it.
of the
And off
day,
of that,
the end of the day,
I.
Trina, the end of the day, he was just a trick to you.
No, because I would have got
You
way.
just said it.
You just said it in that video.
Hold on,
video,
Cuban.
babe. You just said that in the video.
Cuban, say your last points, and I gotta swap you. And then I need. I didn't hear Miss Sweets.
Well, I made my point. She's treating him like he was a trick to her, and now she's exploiting it. That's what it is.
Gotcha. Thanks, Cuban. All right, go ahead, Miss Sweets.
Okay, so
Speak.
okay, so sweetheart, I want to know, like, you literally just said that in the video that he just posted that this was just about the OnlyFans, but when I Speak was saying what he was saying to you, you changed the story and said it was about his selfishness. So I really want to know what this is really about, because it's coming off two different sides of the story for me. So I'm confused, because I get in some cases like how guys want to spend money on you, and that's cute, you know. Okay, spoil me, whoop-de-whoop. But at the same time, you can't just say that, hey, this was for this, and then, oh, he sent me money because my tires was this. Oh, he sent me money because I was in a hard place. Now it's because of OnlyFans. So I don't know what's what. So can you give me a better explanation about what that was really about? Because your story is not making sense to me.
Yeah, and I think a lot of it, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful, I'm just being honest. I think a lot of it is like what Mr. Bass said. A lot of y'all just not listening, to be honest with you. Y'all not listening. And I'm not, and I'm kind of getting like the energy. Like I told Cuban, Jonathan needs to go back to that video and click the comment. That was a comment left on my page. I never refuted going to Jonathan's page. I never refuted that. I left a comment on this man's page. I said that. And when some of his people came to my page and left a video or left a comment on my video, I still, yet again, because if I was clout chasing, folks was asking me what was going on, that was the perfect opportunity. I would have done it then. I would have went in on the story.
Thanks and love, because you're really sitting here trying to benefit off of this man's trauma. Like, you're really sitting here trying to get more views and likes and explaining of the story that does not make sense. That's the number one thing of cloud chasing, babe. I'm trying to figure out what's really going on.
But see, that's also the problem. Y'all be making it seem like you want to hear what I have to say, but then you start talking. Like, do you want to hear?
Because you talked for 20 years about nothing.
Everybody else. You talked over everybody else. I done seen you on this live since the first minute it started. You being disrespectful to everybody that was on this panel. So do not give me an attitude because I didn't interrupt you and hurted your little ego. I'm gonna need you to deflate your little ass chest and listen.
There's no attitude in my voice. Trust me. What I'm saying is, you asked me a direct question, and then in the middle of me answering it, you cut me off. So do you want me to answer your question, or do you want to get your shit off? That's what I'm asking you.
Get the shit off. Shut up. Anyway, so this is what we're doing.
Really?
Look at this. Look at this. So right after I sent her the $2,000, right, I let her know right off the rip. I said, I am, like, multiple times after she kept asking me for money. I said, anyway, after she asked me to be in a relationship, anyway, go home, play some games. Okay, I'm going home. Pick up Lyft tomorrow. This is a buffer. The real world is dark and is evil. And this is all before I even knew she even had an OnlyFans. This is all before I even knew she was selling any type of thing. She brought that up because she wanted me to become a trick. Because she knew that I was vulnerable. She knew that I was depressed. She knew that I was lonely. And she thought I had the money to just send $2,000 off rip. Because right after that situation, she asked me for money again. She let me know about the OnlyFans. She let me know about everything she did. And then she asked me for some more money. And right here, this is when I let her know, hey, I do not have that type of money. I am broke. And then after all of this situation, she still goes online to say that I am lying about being homeless. That I'm lying about struggling, which those are all old videos. But I let her know I didn't have enough. And then she let me know she had to go back to self-work. And I said, hey, yeah, I'm not rich, just overly helpful because I'm just fucking stupid. I'm just overly helpful. I just want you to be okay because this was my friend. This was my friend. I didn't think you were rich.
Slim,
Maybe
you
you
gotta
said,
wait, bro. I gotta
go
cut
ahead.
out.
Huh?
No, my bad, John. No, Slim kept asking to come out. I said Slim gotta wait because I gotta give people another a chance who hasn't been able to come up yet to speak.
Right?
Go ahead, John. Finish up.
I let her know I am not rich, just overly helpful. And every situation that she brought up, anytime she asked me for money, I didn't send it to her. But anytime she showed that she was in need, I was like, fuck. Because guess what? When you ask me and I don't have it, I'm not going to give it to you. But if I see that you need it more than I do, I'm going to give it to you because I am a genuine person. I try my fucking best. That's like the best I can do. And if the best I can do is all the money that I had, I sent her fucking, like, that's what I'm saying. So if the best that I can do is literally everything that I have, I'm doing the best I can. And she still kept asking for more. She just kept putting situations out that she wanted more. And I'm like, damn, bro. Also, I want to put this out there, not being that we're at the situation. I go live Monday through Friday from 9:30 a.m. to about 11 a.m. every single morning. So y'all can check out my live streams. I be telling story times just like this one because guess what? Me being a genuine person kept fucking me over because I didn't have proper boundaries. Because I didn't have proper self-respect, because I was super depressed. I didn't do anything but stay inside of my room and make videos. And this was the person that I thought I could trust. This is the person that I thought was a friend of mine. So I helped as much as I could. So she knew off rip that I didn't have money. And yet she's saying that, oh, it was because of OnlyFans. Oh, it was because of this. If that's how you believe and that's how you feel it, that's how you feel it. But I want to say, this is the last thing I want to say about the situation. I am out. I gotta go to the gym. I gotta live my life. You guys can talk about it. You guys can go into it. She's probably gonna bring it back up because why? She needs money because she doesn't have it. She doesn't have it. She even made a video. She was even making a video mad at him.
Can I say something? Can I say something real quick? Miss Sweets, were you done? I'm sorry.
Oh, you can go ahead. I can wait till you're done, baby. This read can wait. Go ahead, baby.
Put the book down.
Okay.
Anyway.
I wanted to
I wasn't done. I accidentally muted. So inside of this video, right, you can see that she's legit mad. And that's why she was mad at me, because I was actively struggling online and people were helping me out because of my behavior, because of my generosity, because of how genuinely I am. But this dude made a video and she's mad at this guy.
I told y'all I was going to start to do a video where people are asking for help, certain demographics of people. And no shade to this man, no disrespect to this man.
So I'm sitting here wondering why, if you are literally struggling like this, no money, you have a child, but the child is hungry. Why are you not working right now? Why are you not looking for a job? Why are you taking the time to be online to do this shit? Like, bro, go feed yourself, please. Go get some food. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what? I'm sitting here like, whoa, out of everything. But because you know how I was so helpful, you thought you could grab me again. And I straight up got those boundaries. I got those self-respect. I got that self-love. You need help, dog. You need help. And it's not from us. It's not from people online. You need professional help. Like, seriously, I needed professional help. I told you I had to go to therapy because of your bit. Like, I had to go to therapy because of your ass.
Let me say
I
this.
have to go to therapy.
Said in that video, I have a child that's going to be hungry the second she walked through the door. I never said that my kid was going hungry.
And you said you had to steal for it.
And I
so what, you still out here stealing?
By hook or
you can
crook,
get a job.
She gonna eat. By hook or by crook, that one she's gonna eat. And there's not a person in this world.
And this is the crook.
About it.
This is the crook. She's trying to come online and crook.
Or hacking people's accounts and stealing from them, because what you can't say, aside from that imaginary 3-5, but what you can't say is that I took $1 from you.
You stole my fucking weed.
That's what you can't say. You can't say that I took a red stick. That's what you cannot say, right? So you or no one else on this panel, all thousands, how many people are in here, are never, ever going to make me feel any type of way for escorting, stealing, watching dogs, whatever I had to do to feed my child. Let's make that perfectly clear. And I'm also not ashamed of the struggle that I have to go through, or that I am going through right now. I'm not ashamed of it at all. I don't know not one person in this line, probably Voodoo Bay, but and Pat maybe, Aunt Karen, but the rest of y'all, sweetheart, y'all probably eating noodles and on your last slice of bread just like me. Like, cut the cap. Cut the cap. And Jonathan, you
Trina.
don't got
School. I don't know what you're talking about.
she don't got this and she don't got that. And it sounds like you're trying to make fun of me for being broke, right? But your
Nigga, I'm saying you need to get a job.
Internet persona was based on you struggling financially. So it's just a little bit ironic.
It was based off of me traveling. You didn't even watch the shit.
You being poor and broke and stranded and hungry and lonely, just like you're trying to tell these people.
You excuse me, but then you just feeding him out of all that money and saying the same stuff though. That you was broke, that you was hungry, that you was in need, that your child needed something. You just used that same line on this man to drain this man for everything you got. You can't sit here and say nothing that can justify your damn actions.
See, that's where
the moment because you knew my situation and the moment I saw you was in need, I helped. Because I knew how it was to not have anybody help me. I knew how it was to not have anybody around. I knew how it was not to have anybody there.
No, stop lying. No. I was not the only friend in your life at that time. Quit trying to make these people think that. No, that's not true. You have a plethora of friends. You have many people that have your back. I was not the only person that you had in your corner. No, not true at all. Like I said,
you gonna tell me how I feel?
Like guys, no, I can't tell you how you feel. I can tell you who you had around that I saw with my own eyes. With my own eyes. So I don't know if those were imaginary.
So you don't even know what the fuck was going on with me.
I don't know if the person you lived with, your friend that told you.
The person I lived with, my roommate.
Your friend that had to check you. Your friend that had to check you about being controlling while I was there. You have friends. That is my point. I was not the only person in your life. That is my point. To Miss Sweets, sweetheart, respectfully, because I really love Black women, so I'm trying to keep it cool, right? But respectfully, dear, I didn't use that man. If I was going to use someone, I would have found a viable trick. Now, after I was pissed off that this man tried to leave me stranded over 2,000 miles away from my home, did I say that he was a trick because of all the money he had thrown at me? Abso-fucking-lutely. And like I said, when he pissed me off, I was saying all kind of stuff. And I already took that. So I'm not going to keep addressing it. What I didn't
keep addressing the same shit over and over again. So you might as well keep addressing stuff we're bringing up.
What I didn't do was scam him. And even he is saying he wasn't scammed in a money way. He feels scammed about a 3-5. So all y'all with this whole, you did this and you did that, he has even said on this live, it's not about the money. He sent the money on his own.
It is the fact
saying
that you were not
can quit with that narrative.
A genuine friend, and I thought you were a genuine friend.
The 2000,
you scammed me by acting like my friend.
The 2000.
Do y'all mind if I can speak real quick? Because y'all been
go ahead, Erin, because you've been waiting the whole time. I'll shut up so you can speak.
So let me start this off with I am homeless. I have been broke. I have slept with men, like you said, to get a room or Airbnb for the night and a dinner. I have done that in my early 20s. I have stole out of stores to feed my nieces and nephews because the adults wouldn't. I have done that. So I know where you're coming from. And that's why I'm up here, because one thing I've also done is I've also been a manipulator. And I think you were on the live when I talked about it, Jonathan, where I was talking about how I was a manipulator and I lost a lot of friends, and I had to change myself. So Trina, I'm saying this woman to woman as respectfully as I can. I'm listening to everything that you're saying, and it's everything that I have said before. It's everything that Come on now.
Respectfully, you can't project what you've done onto me. That's not fair.
I haven't finished. I really haven't finished. I haven't finished.
But the way you're starting it sounds like you're
it doesn't. I don't care how I started, how anything, but I haven't finished. So anyway, I'm not projecting because manipulation is manipulation. It's textbook. You saw this man who was down and out emotionally,
in every sense, financially, emotionally, like.
Okay, regardless or irregardless, he was more financially apt than you that he sent you $2,000. Okay, that you accepted, knowing his
Yes.
situation. That's
Yes.
manipulation.
No, it's
That's
not. How?
manipulation. Yes, it is.
How
Okay.
is
If you let me
manipulation
finish, if
accept?
you let
Wait,
me
wait, no,
finish,
let's
I
stop
could
right
tell
there.
you. If you let me
Okay.
finish, Trina, you've been talking over everybody, and I will say what I want to say because I waited patiently while you talked
Tell
over
me how
Cuban, Miss
tell
Sweets,
me how it's manipulated.
Jonathan, everybody. It's manipulation because of this. It's manipulation because we know how to speak to people. We know, and I'm not even going to say we because I'm not even in that mindset anymore, and I haven't been for years. But people who manipulate know how to find people who are easy to convince of things, whether it's buying them food, whether it's giving them money, whether it's giving them a place to sleep. Do you know how I survived? Because I would find people and I would get people to let me move in with them for free. Okay? And I would say all the stuff that you're saying. Oh no, it
Really
wasn't that.
projecting.
My situation, and I don't care. Nobody's gonna tell me, and I had to do what I had to do. That's manipulation. On all you have to do, I don't really care about you tricking or escorting or doing whatever you got to do, whatever you got to do to feed your child. Okay, but admit it. Stand 10 toes down. That's what I can't stand. You are a manipulator. You're showing narcissist behavior. You're showing manipulation. Okay, and you won't even stand 10 toes down. You may be able to fool everybody else. You smoked his weed that you did not have permission to smoke, all of it, and he's mad about it. Just say, you know what, I did it, and I did it because I felt you were easy to pull one over on. But now I want to use this story to get clout. Why? So you maybe you can promote your OnlyFans or whatever else you have to do. Just say it. Just say it. We can respect somebody who stands 10 toes down more than we can respect somebody who sits here and lies. You are
Are you done?
actively lying to this man, and you are manipulating him. You are a gaslighter.
What lie
You're a
did I tell
gaslighter, a manipulator, and you're narcissistic.
What
And I
lie
need you to
did I
know that.
tell John? What lie did I tell? First of all, you're not my therapist. I don't even know you. So
I don't care. I don't care, girl.
what you need
There's
to
no therapist that can help you
what
until you
lie?
want to be helped.
What lie did I tell him to manipulate him into giving me money? What lie did I
That
tell
whole
him?
wanting to be in a relationship that you asked him, I already know what that's about. I already know what that's about. You didn't want this
No,
man.
no, 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 no.
You
That
wanted
was
somebody to
after.
actively take
That
care of
was
you. That's what you
after.
wanted.
What lie? That was after though. You said
That's
I
the
lied to
lie.
him.
The lie
Wait.
was that
You
the
just
lie that
Well
said,
spoken, Ari.
wait.
Well spoken.
You just said, she
I'm the
just
person that
Thank you,
you
said,
Miss
lied to,
Sweet.
so I'm gonna tell you the
she
lie.
just said,
I'm gonna tell
Let
her
him
the
tell the
lie.
lie.
I'm
shut
gonna tell her
up,
the
Do
lie.
you agree with me, Jonathan?
shut
Jonathan, do you
up.
agree
I'm
with
gonna tell her
me?
the lie.
Guys, y'all doing way too much over talking. Let Trina finish her point. Hurry up, Trina.
She just said that I manipulated him and lied to him to get him to send me $2,000. What lie did I tell to manipulate him into doing that? Keep in
She didn't say
mind the man. Wait a minute, because yes, she did. She just did. Keep in mind that man asked me to vent. It's not like I hit him up like, "Hey, John, I'm going here, there. I'm going through this, and this," because I thought that he was empathetic and he was a Vic.
That's part of
He
the lie.
asked me. Excuse me. He asked me to
That's
vent.
part of the lie.
And then what's part of the lie? That he asked me to vent? That's
The
it.
the whole venting situation because
He
that's
asked me
playing
to
on
vent.
emotional
He asked me
manipulation.
to.
That's
He asked
manipulation
me to vent.
101.
But no,
That's manipulation
dead ass
101.
though. Dead ass. How is it manipulative for a person
And no,
to
I'm not
ask me?
stupid. Don't disrespect me
Wait,
because I didn't call
shut
you out your
up.
name.
Shut up.
Don't
How
tell
is
me to
it
shut up.
manipulative? How is it manipulative?
No, 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 no.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said
Trina,
shut up, but she's
Trina,
frustrated.
listen. If I mute, that means you don't unmute until I unmute you or I ask you to unmute yourself. Please. The insults and all that bullshit, I'm getting tired of it. Because I got work in 30 minutes and y'all blowing my shit right now. So please, enough with the disrespect bullshit. Let's be grown ass adults. Trina, you've been over talking
Okay.
people like crazy. Let Ari the plug finish, please.
No, I was trying to ask her where is the manipulation? Because John asked me to vent, then I vented. She's saying that's manipulative, and I'm trying to
And
ask
you
how
wouldn't
is
even
that
let me
manipulative?
answer. How you
Okay,
gonna ask
shut
me
up.
a question and then overtalk me so I can't finish? So I can't even tell you what the manipulation was because manipulation is he knew your situation because you were trying to wear him down emotionally with your situation. So yeah, oh, vent to me. He's being a good person. Vent to me. Well, I'm going through this and I'm going through this and I'm going through this and I'm going through this, and you're hoping that with and I'm not trying to call you weak, Jonathan. I'm just saying when you're depressed, your mindset and your emotional teaspoon is very weak.
I was very
She
weak.
prayed on that, and she hoped that it would go in her favor, and it did. You sent her money, you know, she came to your home, she got flued out, all this stuff. That's if that's what you wanted to do because that's what you do, then stand on it. I came up here to say stand on your stuff and stand 10 toes down and admit it. Don't come up here and try to act like, oh no, I cared about him because he had a big heart to give me $2,000. No, you prayed on him because you knew that he would give you that if you seemed pitiful enough. One thing pitiful people like is other pitiful people around them, and they love to feel like they're helping people. I've been on both sides of the coin, and you will never admit it because you're a manipulator, because you have narcissistic tactics.
So she keeps jumping on the scam situation and what she means by scam. The way she scammed me was that she said that she was my friend. And when I was legit in the room, obviously in distress, looking for the weed, she looked at me with a straight face and said, "No, I will not help you." At that point, I realized she was not my friend. And this person that I've been trying to help, this person that I've been trying to build with, this person that I thought was my friend, wasn't. She didn't care about me. She didn't give a fuck. And at that moment, I had got her an Uber to go downstairs. And all of this is based off of her not genuinely liking me or genuinely wanting to be with me. She lied. Go ahead, T-Time.
Hey y'all. I don't have a side here. I'm just going off of what I'm hearing. I've been listening for like an hour and a half, probably a little bit longer than that. I took notes. And I only can go off of what was said in the live, not my assumptions. From the beginning, John, before you had got here, she made it clear that she was attracted to you prior to her even knowing your financial status, which she thought that you were a man that was homeless, that you had financial situations, that those things made her attracted to you because you seemed as if you were vulnerable. And that made her attracted to you from your vulnerability. When you guys became friends, she said that she said she did not look at you as a friend. She looked at you as somebody that she could get involved with in the near future. She also stated that when she did vent to you, because you guys had began to talk, that when you sent her the money, she was not even she didn't ask you for the money. You sent her the money, out of the kindness of your heart, which I think is admirable. I think it's admirable for you to do something like that. And I'm sorry if you were taken advantage of in that case. But I think that when you sent her that money, it was unexpected, and I'm not saying she was using you or anything like that, but a lot of times when we're kind like that, what we have to understand is when we go out on a limb and we give our kindness to people, nobody sees who we are anymore. Is what can you do for me? That's one thing. And I'm not saying that's her that's doing it. So we have to be careful with who we automatically give our money to.
Can you mute right quick? Go ahead,
Miss
T-Time. I'm
Jones.
so sorry. You was in the middle of
Now,
something.
she also said that it was not brought to the internet by her. It was brought to the internet by you. Now, listening to both of you guys, I can agree that from her talking about the OnlyFans thing, she's not saying she didn't bring the OnlyFans thing to the internet. She's saying she didn't bring this to the internet. This in particular, the issue between you and her, the flying out, the house. She didn't say she didn't come at you on the internet.
So she did. She brought it to the internet on Facebook.
Okay. She bought the specific thing about flying out to your house.
I did say something on his Facebook Live, but that was literally within the week of us falling out. So this was December 2021. This was not.
Okay. So I'm talking about, John, the TikTok issue. So it started, this is a year later, on TikTok, right? She said that was brought by you. She said the only reason why she came out and addressed it is because you put a post up about her daughter. With her daughter's trauma and her trauma, and that made her want to come and clear her name and tell the truth. Not necessarily to get clout, and I do believe that because I went to her page, I've watched her videos, and all she said in the whole thing is he put up a screenshot with my name, my trauma, and I want to clear my name.
So
I want to
situation,
hold on, John, hold on. I want to say something real quick. I'm not adding nobody else in the box. This is it. And we got to get to a resolve really soon because this shit been dragging for like 2 motherfucking hours, probably longer. So there's got to be some resolve going that has to happen. So after John speaks, Mel, say your opinion. Mr. Jones, say your opinion. And then we got to close this shit and figure out if y'all two can just dead this shit because this is getting crazy. Go ahead,
Nobody's
John.
listening. Everybody's just giving opinions, basically.
Trina.
I'm listening. Oh, I get you, but I'm listening to you. Like I'm listening.
Okay. Trina, is that okay?
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine with that.
All right. Go ahead, Mel.
All right. One thing I want everybody to recognize is that I heard what you're saying to time, and for a majority of this live, I was kind of in the same vein with you. But one thing that, especially because that's what I'm in school for. I'm in school to become